tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio. Where the world of hip-hop and sports live.
Dropping the clutch and then I hit the gas. Wheels screeching, tires burning, I'm flying past. Gotta get home quick, don't wanna miss the class. They schooling you on whips and how to make them fast. Talking about everything from cars to planes. What's hot, what's next, and how to flip the game. They talk in my language, we speak the same. That whip talk complex, but yet they keep it plain. From the news, the interviews, they keep it cool. They give reviews, everything from parts to tunes. Can't lose, come to whips, they not no fools. Don't miss the show, the start time is noon. The bearded one, S.I. Sean, they crazy though. You can't miss it, tune in to Rally Radio.
Where the fast life meets the fast lane.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
We
We are here. Let's go.
are here. We in the building, man. Excuse us for the tardiness.
Yeah, son. Pardon y'all.
Oh,
Pardon.
man. If it ain't one thing, it's another.
That's a fact. Son.
Listen, if you're tuning in live and you get shut off, don't forget that you can find us on www.barsandhoopsradio. You can tune into the app and you can find us there. Right now, our computer is giving us the I don't want to do this today.
That's a fact, right?
The computer is like, I don't want to do this.
Drink got a flu, son. So yeah, not today, y'all.
So if we get cut off, we're just gonna go straight to the station, and you can listen to us on the station, man. But we are here. We are in the building, man.
Yes, we are, son.
If
Yes,
it
we
ain't
are,
one thing,
it's always another. Maybe that's how it go in showbiz. I don't know.
nah. yeah. Break a leg, they say.
Word, right? That's a fact.
Who came up with that
Yo,
term?
dead
anyway?
serious. So I don't know. We gotta look into that one. So who really came up with break a leg?
Well,
yeah.
Who shot Abraham Lincoln? You remember who shot Abraham Lincoln?
Uh-huh.
I get this wrong every time. I get them confused. The dude that shot JFK and the dude that shot Abraham Lincoln. But the guy that shot Abraham Lincoln, this is where they got the term from. Abraham Lincoln was at was at a concert. Not a concert. Let me not say that because I know everybody like, yo, stop lying. He was not looking at no concert. Yes, he was actually looking at a performance in the theater.
Yeah.
And as he was looking at a performance in the theater, John Wilkes Booth, that's his name.
Okay, yeah, I
So
heard that name.
John Wilkes Booth shot Abraham Lincoln in the back of the head.
Shit.
So when he shot him, see, glitchery, yo, we apologize.
Man.
So when he shot him,
Yeah.
he jumped off the balcony because obviously the people was coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And he broke his leg. And that's how they call him.
What?
And ever since then in show business, they say break a leg. I still don't understand why you would use that.
Yeah, that's real interesting, huh?
But if you get a chance to check it out, that's exactly why I was doing it, man. It's crazy.
Yeah,
So
that's very interesting. I did not know that shit. I appreciate that.
yeah, man. This camera is definitely glitching today. But it's not about what we look like, it's what we say.
That's a fact.
And we are in the building, man. You know how we get down, man. It's Rally Radio. It's the bearded one here.
S.I. Sean, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. We here to give y'all a good show anyway, either way. You know what I mean?
100%.
But it's definitely looking crazy out here. I know y'all seen the caption. I know y'all see what's going on.
Yep.
It's getting super crazy out here. Super crazy.
The attack, baby. That's what it is.
Attack mode.
That's it, son.
The nerve.
They not playing.
They're not playing with us no more, man.
I'm telling you, B. If I ain't know any better, son, this whole automotive world is just slowly crumbling, son.
Slowly crumbling, kid.
Damn.
Slowly crumbling. Slowly crumbling.
Y'all remember, son, it used to really be at least decent times.
It used to be.
At least decent times.
It ain't like that no more. Shout out to everybody tuned in, paying attention. Oh,
Fact.
man. Say it again. He said, yo, shout, you know I use this kid. Shout to our listeners. He said, what's rolling? I'm just popping in a little one at another awards event. Yo, first off, shout to your kid for having wow awards.
Word up.
That's the first shot right there.
that's
You know what I mean? And shout to you for tuning in, man. We appreciate everybody tuning in. We understand how I look like out here, but like I said, it's not about what we look like. It's about what we say. We're going to fix all of that in the meantime. But before we even jump into it, man, I got to tell y'all, man, I had a very interesting week, to say the least.
How was it, man?
Week was tremendous because it was my birthday.
Let's go.
It was my birthday, man.
Let's go.
I ain't going to tell you how old I am. I'm going to tell you how old I feel, baby.
That's good. That's good.
And you know how I feel?
How you feel?
I feel good.
Damn, that's ill, son. That's a fact.
I feel good. You know what I'm saying? I feel good. Shout out to everybody that actually sent me a shout out on my birthday. I appreciate y'all. Those who took the time out to send a text, to hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, sent a smoke signal, anything.
Word,
man.
that's fire, though. That's fire, son. That's good.
Uh-oh. I'm coming back to talk about the Itasha Rap Cars and Anime NYC this weekend. Oh, boy. I love it when it looks like everybody's taking it to the car culture, but it looks like the United States does not care.
Nah, kid.
They could care one bit, man. And that's what's really bothering me right now. We got a lot of other things besides that. But in the meantime, man, my drive-in. Shout out to my mom because it was her birthday as well.
Oh, snap. Wait, same day?
No, November 17th was her birthday.
Oh, okay. That's
so shout out to my mom. We took her out for dinner and everything. Shout to my guy, Mark. Shout to Tika. Shout to my sister, Tanya. Everybody, we went out there to have fun or whatever. It was good. Everybody got a chance to eat going back home. You know, sometimes you realize that celebrating the birthday don't mean I got to be in the club somewhere shaking it out crazy.
You said shaking it out?
Nah, that's not how we get down.
You gotta be in it. You don't got to cut up the rug every now and again?
Nah, I mean, cut up the rug. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, get the cardboard box out. Let me stop, man. Stop with that breakdance.
That's funny, son. Not for none, because like sometimes I find myself in a breakdancing battle.
Oh, boy, with what?
With my sister or something, my brother or something like that, we just see each other. That's it.
Stop.
I'm telling you, son.
Stop. They b-boying in the crib. I'm done with y'all. I'm done with both of y'all.
I'm telling you, kid, it'd be crazy though. But that's what's up, though, man. I'm glad your week was loopy.
Yeah,
that's what
man.
It's about.
Appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? Factory. Word up.
I'm gonna tell you, you know what the best part was though? The best part of it all was what my wife got me for my birthday. She got me and my son tickets to the Lakers versus Knicks. I told her I never seen LeBron James play in front of me.
Yeah.
I always seen it on TV.
Yeah.
I know it's like, yo, why you wait till the last minute? But I get a chance to go. Hopefully LeBron plays. You know, he's out right now. He's injured. He better show up in the Garden because I'm showing up.
That's fire, son.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I got to ask you, though, son. How did you feel jumping in the type on knowing it was your G-Day? Like,
well, let me tell you. First off, right?
Like, I got one of these.
First off, right? And we're going to talk about that. Our Supercars investments. Because it's looking crazy out here. They are definitely spending money. But is there a place right now where you can hide your money to hide from inflation? We're going to get into that a little bit because a lot of times when people was told to get cars, they was told that, it's a waste of money. Not anymore. Not anymore. But we're going to get into that.
You know what killed me? Yeah, not to dig into it too much right now, but my problem was, right? How when you was copping a car, how was it like, yo, it's not a good idea? How not?
Well,
it was, if you ask me, it was always like a rolling investment, huh?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's not really. Because a lot of times the cars that we buy depreciate with value. And we always heard that, when you buy a car, it depreciate 20,000. As soon as you walk out of there, 10,000 came off. As soon as it rolled off. That's what everybody say. That's not so anymore. And we have this EV movement to think.
Yeah, word, that's a fact.
Ain't no more to it.
Damn.
People are out here buying luxury vehicles knowing that they're going to change. And people don't want that change just yet. But that's a whole nother ball of wax.
Damn, son.
But in the meantime, y'all know how we get down, man. It's the Bearded One here, Rally Radio. Shout to everybody listening, paying attention. We got a little show for you lined up, man. It's going to be tremendous. We talked about a couple things. You got any shout-outs you want to give, my dude?
I just want to shout out to everybody that's been rocking with us. Highly appreciate that one.
Yes.
Always, man, because I be thinking about that. I'm like, yo, son, we got people really rocking. That's good.
You know how we know they rocking?
How is that?
Because the screen is glitching crazy and they still here. I appreciate everybody. Y'all already know that's a computer thing. We have another one on the way. But in the meantime, we just got to rock with this for the time being. But don't forget, if you get tuned off, you can always find us on barsandhoopsradio.com, www.barsandhoopsradio.com. You can tune in there live. We do not shut off over there. We are already on live as we speak. The StreamYard is just so that we can see y'all. Facebook, social media, we can see y'all, and we can actually get some comments back from you. But in the meantime, man, like I said, shout to everybody listening, paying attention.
100%, son.
And you know who else I wanted to shout out?
Who?
There's a couple things, actually. First, I want to shout out Jay Leno.
Oh, man, my man Leno, man.
Shout to Jay Leno. Pray for Jay Leno,
That's a
y'all.
fact. I was thinking about it. I'm like, damn, so what you was doing, done? Like,
So apparently he was messing with a 1918 Ford.
don't say Model
Ford
T.
done bit him in the head again. Boy, we not gonna get into that. He was out here dealing with.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it was a Ford, but whatever it was, it had a pilot light. Yeah, it's a steam engine car, and it had a pilot light. You know, so it could go. So what happened was he had to put gas into the pilot light and light it. And when he put the gas in there, he got some on his face and on his body. And when he went to light it, he caught fire.
Hold on.
It's the understeer.
I'm sorry, Jay.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'm sorry,
like,
Jay.
I was thinking like, yo, he gonna have to be that understeer for that one.
Yeah, he's gonna have to be the
have
understeer.
to come on down for that. But I'm trying to think, right? He probably thought it wasn't that bad. He couldn't have thought it was that bad.
Kid, he had third-degree burns. He got third-degree burns on his face, kid. They say he walking around right now looking like Two-Face. That's not cool. I'm just joking.
He said
But-
that's not cool.
But y'all know what I mean, man. It's really sad. It's
But
really
that's
sad.
but I'm trying to figure out, like, when did he feel like, yo, this might be a problem?
You know what? I would like to believe that
He didn't see it. He didn't.
he didn't.
recognize it?
Nah, he was under there. He had the pilot light lit. He squeezed the gas. Woof! It went up in his face. But pray for him. And they said that he's walking around. And you know, Jay Leno's the ultimate car guy, even though he does give these EV cars a shot, which I will never do. But
Damn,
he is definitely a car guy through and through to the heart. He was at his garage where he has 108 different cars stored.
Mhm.
And he definitely, you know, they said he's up and he's walking around. And for every car guy out here, car girl, we already know that's good news. We happy to hear
That's
that.
a fact. It's something interesting you just said though. You say he's giving these EVs a shot.
Yeah.
So wait. So this is when I
He's
turn
a
around and
big
ask.
fan. I think he's a big fan of Tesla.
I think he is too. And I think what's the other one? I forgot the other name. Not Fisker. Not that. Right? Is that the EV too?
Which one? The one that started with an R, Ridian? Or
Something like that. Something crazy.
Lucid?
Yeah, something like that, right? But I gotta ask. So
Man, I like none of them by the way. Here. Yeah, continue.
yeah, I'm just thinking like, does that truly make you a car guy, or does that start to diminish your card a little bit?
See, here's ooh.
Because I'm curious about that. Because don't lose your train of thought. Because it's like you got something that's coming in and is taking over.
Yes.
From what you originally liked.
Yes.
That got you started.
Hmm.
That got you to get up in the morning and put real pork in your tea.
See, I'm gonna tell you the difference between Jay Leno though.
It gotta be. I know.
Jay Leno has a bike that's just made of a single turbo. Did you
I
know?
know. Yeah, it's crazy.
Jay Leno
That's
has
crazy.
a steam engine car.
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
Like, I mean, like,
I know, son. I know, but can we pull his card a little bit though? I don't know.
I mean, listen, Jay Leno's like this. Pull what? I got millions.
he said,
kid.
"Bull, what?" That
You know,
enthusiast
okay,
card.
like
That's what I'm talking about. Cause it's like
He'll mess around and pull out a Duesenberg. Wow.
that's what I'm saying. But then you turn around, you see a model Y in the corner, like but
I
yo,
can't
fam,
respect that.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, fam, you got one of those over there. Though.
Until he pull you to the side and be like, yo, I use it for firewood. I actually go set it on
Yo,
fire.
he's stupid. I try to see how flame retarded it is every time. That's real. I just curious, man. I just wanted to know how people felt about that. Like,
Well, I tell you what, we curious, what we want to know about?
what's that?
This recap from last week, man. So how we look? You got any other shout outs?
Oh yeah, man. I just want to shout out you, man. Keep doing your thing, son.
Appreciate that,
You
man.
know what I'm
Appreciate
saying?
that.
Keep getting iller, loopier. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about, man. Stay healthy, baby. That's a
Let's
fact.
go. You know how we get down. So with that being said, if you ain't got no shout
Nah, I'm
outs,
good.
I ain't got no shout outs. We jumping right into this, and here
Mhm.
we go.
Yeah.
Now,
Mhm.
if you tuned in last week,
Fact.
y'all know that we had some things for you out here.
Yeah, if you tuned in last week, fantastic. If you didn't, shame on you. Try not to make it a habit.
Say it again.
Shame on you if you didn't tune in. Try not to make it a habit. But I do got some recaps for y'all.
What you got?
This one from last week kind of hurt me. I want to know how y'all feel about it. The type of massacre that Hurricane Ian did to these V's, B.
Oh, we're not finished. We got more.
It's more.
Oh boy.
Cause you gonna laugh because I'm sitting there thinking like during the week, like, yo, it was some machinery that got destroyed in the process.
Oh
huh?
yeah. Oh yeah. But
Yeah.
it's always a silver lining on a great cloud. Continue on.
Of course. Just to give you a little bit though, just to let y'all know what got caught up in the mayhem.
Oh boy.
BMW 850 CSI. Damn, son.
You can't find. That's a legend.
Son,
It's a legend.
I'm telling you, B, yo, that car. Oh man, I don't even want to talk about it.
It's a
That
legend.
one's crazy. Son. Got a 2019 911 GT3 RS.
Legend.
Damn.
Legend.
AMG GT 63S, son.
Another legend.
Come on, son. Evora GT Lotus.
More legends.
Yo, son, this is retarded. 1974 BMW Bravia.
Legend. Legends of Autel.
Yeah, I be trying to think, right? What goes through your mind once you see your joint just floating off into the sunset, son?
Kid, I might turn into the Hulk, kid.
Son,
It'd be like, Bearded one, what's wrong with you? Start busting out the champion hoodie. Like, I'm saving it.
that's a fact. That just bothers me, man. Cause you know what? It's kind of hard to escape Mother Nature, son.
Listen, acts of God.
That's a fact. That's a fact, son. That's a fact, B.
Acts of
son.
God. But I will say this though, for the most part,
Yeah.
we have a whole bunch more where that came from.
Damn.
Because those cars started to surface. But continue on. What else you got for us?
I got another interesting one too from last week. I'm curious because this is not the first time I feel like T-Pain got at the spot. Remember before when he had the Bugatti when it first dropped?
Yes.
He blew the radiators.
Yes.
And it was like, yo, they need 20 racks.
And they said, yo, give it up, or we keeping the car.
Damn, son. But yeah, I just thought about that with this one right here. So he took his, first off, apparently he got cars, all right? He took his Nissan 240 SX to the shop to get work.
Yes.
And they stuck him up for it, son.
And they stuck him.
Hit him in the head over for it, son. How they do that, son?
Hit him in the head.
That's T-Pain. I'm sprung.
Hit
He
him
was
in the
love with the
head.
strippers, huh? I don't know, kid.
But you know what though, son? So it happens when you be in love with strippers. Your whole joint be messed. He be like this. I'm in love with her.
Yo, so I find that really crazy though. Son. Like,
It happens though. It happens. You know, everybody got a bad mechanic story. I got 1,000 for them. As a matter of fact, we're gonna make that our next agenda, our next week's agenda.
Fact.
Like, give us them bad mechanic stories.
I ain't gonna front. You gonna laugh, man. During my whole enthusiast career, I try to stay away from mechanics, bro.
Oh boy.
Like literally though. Like if I had no choice, it's the only time I was going. Son.
Yo,
You gonna laugh? I'd rather choose the dealer
than the mechanic.
Yeah, huh?
I hear you.
Unless I know you, I gotta know you. Like, all right, I gotta know you, kid. I gotta know what you're doing, son.
You want to laugh, bro? Get into it real quick.
Yeah, real quick.
I had to send my car when I was first building my CRX, man. I had bought the whole JDM front clip from Ron Jaws, man, where you got the engine. 1800,
yeah.
Right? I bought it for my CRX, and this guy was like, yo, now he had a whole shop over there in America. He's like, yeah, you know, I was a Honda this, Honda that. He's showing me all these certificates.
He worked at the spot, yeah.
So I said, you know what? After I bought the motor, I had it shipped over there.
What?
Bought the car over there. Make sure everything got there. Everything, right? I come back next week. I see the car still sitting in the same place. What's up, bro? What's going on? Oh, you know, yeah, we just got to get a couple more things, you know, make sure we clear up. I come back the next week. Oh, you know, we're going to put the motor in. Don't worry about it. I come back again. This is my third time coming through there. I said, yo, what's up with my car? Oh, you know, we got to take the dashboard down, and then, you know, we got to, you know, it's going to shoot a check engine light because you're changing the engine. We just going to break it. I said, no. Wrap it up. Tied it up.
Yeah.
Sent it to another shop.
Wait, I got to ask you before you continue. Was the weather nice? You was waiting on it in nice weather?
Nice weather.
Oh,
and y'all, and we talking about young bearded one. We talking about young no bearded one. How's that?
It's a young no beard.
I'm waiting, and I'm like, I'm taking a bus.
Damn.
Yo, where my car at? 3 weeks. Yo, take it to the next mechanic spot. Yo, we get it done. Son got the same car, little EF hatch wagon. Okay, yeah, we can get it done. 1 week go by, right? It had the engine in the car or whatever, right? And I'm like, yo, like, what's going on in my car? He's like, yeah, We can't find the computer. I said, wait, I gave you everything. I gave you the engine, everything, transmission, wire harness, everything, computer, everything. Where is it? Oh, you had too many hands on the car. I was at work. He said, you had too many hands on the car. I don't know where that thing is. I said, really?
What?
Y'all picked up the phone and just, when we knew you. Yo, that's a fact. I picked up the phone. I called my job. I booked off. Okay. I show up to the spot.
Yeah.
Couple people.
Yeah.
They remain nameless.
Yeah.
We show up to the spot, and he's like, yeah, see, we can't find the computer. What? You can't find what?
Mm-hmm.
So you know how we start tossing the shop. You know what? We ain't even going to get into it. Because that was young me.
Yo, that sounds like a movie. So he said we trying to toss in the shop.
What you mean you can't find it? What you mean? We throwing lifts up. Ooh, what you mean you can't find it under this lift?
Damn.
One of my peoples who remain nameless seen his son's car and was like, yo. He said, how we know it's not in here? I said, I know they ain't do that. He just pulled the carpet back in this dude's car. There's my ECU. In his car. So you know what we do, right?
Nah, son.
We like this, yo, son. we about to cut it at the wire harness.
Yeah.
We had the ECU like this.
Yeah.
We got the scissors like, yo, we cutting through the wire harness. We taking, yo, I'll pay you for it. I said, you know what, B?
Yo.
I said, you know what?
Damn, son.
I said, this cost me $250, give me $350.
Mm-hmm.
And mind you, his son ran by this time. His son done ran off because you violating cars when you doing that.
Yeah, it's 100%.
He violated my car, B. You violated. I'm paying you already to do the swap, and you mean to tell me you gonna steal from me? That made me want to break his jaw. But I said, you know what? Give me $3. They gave me $350.
Yeah.
I went to the spot and bought a chipped out ECU. Like, okay. And now, whenever I seen him, like see, that's the thing now. You steal from me, I know you stealing from me, and then I see you again. When I seen him, he's out of there. He never stuck around after that.
Damn, son.
Legend has it that he's still running.
So legend has it.
No, I'm playing.
He's probably still dipping on, but you know what really bothers me about that? Like you said, man, I'm bringing you business. And then you turn around to I had too many hands on the car. How did I do that?
Son, he said that. I said, okay, I'm going to have a couple hands on you in a minute. Somebody in here getting whipped out.
Damn, son.
But at the end of the day, all's well that ends well. I think he had to see how serious I was. I hate to say that, but a lot of times people got to see that, okay, he's not playing.
Why would you ever think I'm playing? That's number one.
Because at the end of the day, some people like to touch the water to see if it's hot.
That's true, though, but it's like, yo, what you teaching your son too, though?
Like, oh, nah, but his son ain't no baby. His son was like our age.
So that means he was teaching him foul from young then.
Oh yeah.
Come on, see, that's my. Y'all should have whooped his son's head.
Oh nah,
I should have grabbed him and you remember the Fast and Furious movie when Dom caught his son underneath the car?
Yeah,
dragged him on top. Yeah, and almost dropped the engine on him. Yeah, should have did one of those. Like, hold on, or got the torque wrench and went to work because what are you doing?
Yo, got the torque wrench. Nah, I can't front. I can't front. I was like angry. That, but at the same time, we got a lot to lose. I said like
That's a fact. You right.
I said, give me $350.
You better than me, son.
I said, give me because I wanted the better ECU. Yeah. I said, give me the $350, and that's what happened. But at the end of the day, I told his son, I told him, I said, you're gonna see me.
Damn.
And it's not gonna be in a situation where daddy can save you.
Damn.
And we had a running in the Bronx by zero. I ain't gonna get into it. Listen. At the end of the day, man, this is Rally Radio. It's the beard in one hand. S.I. Sean got me out here for my birthday. It's a great day, and we're gonna jump right into the show. You ready to get in?
I'm ready, B.
Here we go. Let's get it.
Man.
Weekly Specs. Auto news for all the listeners, only on Rally Radio.
Yeah, man. That was a
I hate stuff like that,
That
man.
was
I hate stuff like that.
That brought back a little bit of energy right there.
Yeah,
It was
'cause
a
that-
little funky.
Cause that's weird. It's like, hold on. I take it from the first spot because he holding me up. I take it to you, but hold on. But I gotta ask before we even get too deep. I gotta ask.
Yes.
How'd you hear about these people?
So, what I did was, right, I did the walk around.
Mm.
And I like to go in there and check and talk. And I spoke to them. And they said they could do it. This guy said he was a Honda certified technician. This is brand new, not knowing about an engine swap. Young, no bearded one.
Okay, got you.
But that situation taught me that everybody gotta show me some sort of credentials before you touch anything of mine. Never do it again. Now, the end of the story is I had the car and the engine and everything taken from the second spot. I had it taken to full throttle. Oh, we got a caller.
Let's go. Who we got?
Rally Radio, who we got in the box?
Rally Radio, what's really good?
Yo, what's popping? What's going on?
What's
Kid,
going
what it
on?
Ace remember that
Ace,
story.
I know he do. I know he remember that. He probably was right there.
What's good? Yeah, we talking about history here.
Damn, son.
You know, here we go.
Yeah.
Legend has it. He was tossing the shop with him.
Coming up. First of all, blessed born day, you be the one. Blessed
Appreciate
born
that.
day.
Yes, sir.
Many, many more.
100%.
Yeah. So y'all talking about that history. Yeah, when the street was fun.
Yes.
Damn.
When the street was fun. It was
I
fun
could
to be
imagine.
outside.
Yes. The streets was the streets. It was great. It was a great time.
Yeah.
To like we went to the Burger King on Rockaway Boulevard in the condo. It
Y'all
was
know what that
always popping on a Friday night.
I'm telling you, man. I was a young boy. I was an extra young boy at the time, though. But I definitely was outside, and I was seeing what was going on, son. It was always something, son.
Yes.
It was always. It was never a dull weekend for like mad long. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And if you knew where to go, you knew how to get it.
100%. Damn, son.
But I had to bring it back because once he said mechanics, I was like, you know what, man? I had this running I'll never forget.
Damn, son. I'm telling you, man. The backyard mechanics.
I'm pretty sure the kid don't forget either.
Oh, nah. Like I said, legend has it. I heard him hitting VTech the other day. Running.
You know?
Damn,
but
son. That's funny.
I'm hearing this story. I was like, I remember that. I remember all of that. So you asked about how you found the mechanic. The first spot was from me, because they put my they put the DX engine in my CX in the bubble, in the first bubble, the first two bubbles I had.
Okay, yeah. Real quick though, before you carry on, what's going on with the red one?
Huh? The red one?
Yeah, you still got it?
Yeah, it's still here. It's still here.
You gonna ship it to Long Island for me?
Huh? What happened?
You gonna send it to Long Island for me or what?
Hell.
Yo, this
I'm just saying, son. It's a good spot over there for it. I'm just saying.
What's in the trade?
Listen, man. Listen, I got you. That's it, son. We got to talk about that later.
All right, that's off the air conversation.
Let's go.
So I will say this, right? So they say in cars are investments now. Supercars are investments, Sha. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to tell me, right? First off, what's your thoughts on that? Let me hear what you think on that.
It's a yes and a no.
It's interesting.
So yes, it is. You put your money into it. You know, so you invest your money into it. Do you keep it to like hold it and try to eventually sell it later? No, that's not why you buy it. That wouldn't be the reason I buy it.
Okay.
That's dumb. That's a dumb reason to buy it.
Okay.
Has it always been, has it always kind of been that way? Yeah, it's always kind of been that way.
Yeah, I can see where you're going with that.
Because, these guys who brought those old Mustangs and all that, they brought them to drive them. They just didn't let go of them. And so they didn't let go of them. All of a sudden, 20, 30 years later, people are like, yo, I'll give you 8 figures for it. I'll give you seven figures for it.
That's hard to say though, because we came across a 2,300-mile Buick
GNX. You read
Grand
my mind.
National GNX.
You read my
He
mind.
never 2,300 miles from 1987.
You read my mind, but I think Ace is kind of right though. It's like yo, you bought it initially to really drive it though.
Yes.
Let's say something happened, you know what I'm saying? Your clutch foot got messed up. Oh man, that's a nightmare.
Boy.
I be having nightmares about that, matters of fact, but that's neither here nor there. What if, you know what I'm saying, something just happened and next thing you know, you just not willing it no more? And then, like Shaw said, you turn around like, yo, I got ba type of money for you. What's up?
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Because I could take out a loan and get
Said
another
nope.
leg.
Yo, he's stupid. That's real. That's real.
The mechanic.
Science is moving. I could get legs. That's easy.
That's a fact. I hear that.
Matter of fact, I don't even need legs. I have them just set up the buttons on the inside.
Damn.
Yo,
It's on
you
the
pull
wheel.
up-
I don't need legs.
I go to the Bronx real quick. I go to Hunts Point like this. She'd be like, $50, anything you want. I'd be like, can you drive manual?
Yo, you stupid, son. Yo, he's a fool, son. He's
Can
a
you
fool,
drive
kid.
manual?
Man.
I'm gonna sit on your lap.
Oh man, son.
Drive manual.
It's
Whatever.
a family show.
Let me use
Whatever
your
it
leg.
takes.
Say, let me use your legs. Damn, son.
But with that being said, then I want you to give me 5 cars you believe would be a great investment. Right.
Damn.
Oh my gosh. Well, let me see. Anything AMG, anything
boy.
pre 2000 and let's see, anything pre 2019 AMG.
Stop being
It's
too
gonna be
broad,
a
man.
mover.
Narrow it down. We need to hear some names, man. Come on, man.
Oh goodness
Stop being
gracious,
cheap,
man.
man.
Come on now.
Just 5, baby. Just 5.
Let's see. Any of the AMG wagons, any AMG wagons.
I like
It's gonna
big
be-
butts. I can't not lie. He love wagons, son. Continue
Come on.
Something about a wagon, son.
Yo, because think about this. There aren't any.
Huh?
There aren't any.
Oh, you mean there aren't any
produced-
wagons?
No, he said they
Yeah,
are
who
a thing. Like the wagon. They still, if you
No,
ask
no,
me, they still
But who produces them? And they don't sell them here.
sell a couple of them.
They
I haven't
the-
seen a
the-
new one recently, like a real new one though. But remember, Mercedes was still pointing out the E-Class
Yeah,
up
and
until
they
like
still,
I
yep,
think like 19 or something
but they
like that.
but they're only giving us a handful.
Yo, shout to
100%.
Marlon. Shout to Marlon. Yo, we not to cut you, Shaw. We started talking about it, Marlon said, yeah, when we knew you as Pop. I remember this story.
He said when we knew you as Pop.
Yeah, that.
'Cause it did go. It was about to go the other way, quick, fast, boy.
Could imagine, son.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
That's pre-bearded one day.
Damn, son.
Shout to Marlon. He remembers. Shout to Marlon. I say this much, right? When it comes down to it, I think what we starting to witness
Mhm.
is this is what happens when the government forces you to do something. And they're forcing us on all levels. And we're going to get into it too. We're going to get into it today. They're forcing us on all levels. I know everybody see the glitch. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Don't
son.
get mad at us. I know it's looking crazy. Next week, it will not be this way. I promise you.
And yeah, you know what though? It's the government and it's and it's the buyers too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the
Yep.
companies and the buyers.
Yep.
Everybody wants a cell phone. Nobody wants a car.
Nobody wants to go. First off, shout to Damien
Let's go.
Antonazio.
Let's go.
He said, think about storage for years, purchase of the car, and when you sell it, you'll never get your money back. That's a fact. But we
Yeah,
talking about
for real.
also
Mhm.
getting back to that median number. Like, think about it. If you bought a Buick GNX, let's say the GNX Grand National was how much when it came out? About 22,000.
Yeah,
That's probably
Wait,
the top of the line.
Top of the line, yeah, 18.
1987,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, about like
18,000,
18,
right?
yeah.
So let's
Mhm.
say you spent $500 a year housing it, right? It's now 2022, right? So how many years is that? My math is all the way twisted. But we're gonna
No, that's about
we gonna say that's about
30, 32, 33 years or something like that.
so let's say about that
Yep.
times about 500, 600.
Okay,
Let's say that's about
now I gotta put my hat on.
10 grand, right? Let's say
Mhm.
let's add 10 grand, right?
16.
Yeah.
16 grand, right? So
Mhm.
22, 16, that's gonna bring you up to 32, 38, right?
Yeah.
Now turn around, You done bought parts for the car the whole time, right?
We count oil changes?
Oil changes, things like
Tires?
that, tires.
Okay.
Let's say you ain't really get into it like that, right?
Okay. Oil
Let's-
change though.
After all is said and done, I'm gonna be nice. And I'm gonna say you spent $40,000 over these years
Over
on that
32,
car,
over
right?
the course of 32 years.
And we're
40
not
grand.
talking about Damien neither, because I know Damien got an animal in the garage. He got the LS powered RX-7. No, that's not what we mean, Damien. But
if he still has it.
if he still has it, I know he got it. Not like that. I mean, like you just doing a little bit of work.
Okay.
But
Come here.
let's say you spent 40,000.
40.
That dude turned, so that's gonna bring you up to 78,000.
Hey.
That dude turned around and sold that car for $200,000.
Yep.
He sold that car for $200,000.
Seemed like he came up nearly 100% on the car though.
That is a flip of damn near 110%.
Yeah, son.
So
100%.
again,
But the thing about that is, did he plan on that, or did he just like, yo, I'm not driving it, I'm gonna put it away?
well, here's the deal. How many car guys really plan on selling their cars? I would like to believe that he bought it to drive himself. And just like S.I. Sean said over here,
Come on.
Spec Intellect over here,
Let's go, baby.
that he said that what happens is
Mhm.
you end up getting, situation happens,
Fact.
or maybe you got to
Yeah.
put your kids through college.
Some yo, man, what is stupid, son? Yo, that loan ain't looking too good, fam. You gonna have to hustle.
I
Yo.
don't know what to tell you, family. But you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, whatever the reason was, maybe he had to sell it. And when he sold it, he got
Right.
200,000.
But just to jump in that real fast, I don't even think it's just supercars. I think it's anything with a little bit of hype now. You gonna double up, you gonna get right.
Not the toilet flush.
Oh.
I apologize.
Not the toilet
he-
flush.
He's not wrong though. He's
I
not
think
wrong.
so,
It's
son.
gonna be-
Anything
it's gonna-
with
because as cars become accessories
Yep.
and not real cars,
Yep.
cars are gonna be what people want.
So shout to
So-
Damien. Hold up, Damien. He jumped right back in. And I know, Damien, I know. We car guys. So it's very hard for us to imagine owning something and never driving it. I get it.
Yeah, that's
He
actually
said-
a nightmare.
He says,
And
so
that's the whole
you
thing. Why would you own it? Keeping it and then just
and
not
get rid
driving
of
it?
it. I can't see that. Check this out. He says, so you buy a car, never to drive it, only maintenance. That's like paying child support. That's the hope in the car is one of the greats. He's right. But I will say this.
He's 100% right.
I will say
That's
this
why,
though. You already know your car is going to be one of the greats when you buy it.
I think you have at least an inclination about.
But I'll give you a
What's gonna
prime
be?
example.
Okay.
Challenges.
All right.
All over the place.
Mhm.
All over the place, right?
Mhm.
V6 challenges,
Mhm.
all of that, right? But now the Hellcat come out. Now the Demon come out.
Yeah.
You get the Hellcat with all options, manual.
Yep.
It's worth something. You get the Demon, it's numbered. It's worth something.
Factory.
You get the SRT Super Stock. It's worth something.
Yeah.
And if you think that after 20, 30 years, these cars won't be highly sought after,
that is true. It's just like history though. Like now, you look at it. Like when I did that legend, that ZR1 1989. You don't think
Ooh.
people looking for one of those?
still.
This is what I'm saying. Or that
Yeah.
GNX.
And then you'll find it in Omaha, Nebraska.
Oh,
He
man,
happens to
son.
have a pace car from NASCAR, 19C4. And you're like, what?
Yeah, but that's a
ZR1
pace
pace
car.
car. What you doing with this?
That's a fact. That's a
Yep,
fact.
because he brought it he brought it, he drove it, he got into an accident in something else, so he fell off his motorcycle. He put it in the barn property that they had, and it just stayed there.
Or he got too old to drive it.
Man,
He got
let
too
too
old.
much time
Yep.
go past.
Because
huh?
when we see Lenny come out the crib, he got 3 canes, not
Said
one. He
Lenny.
got 3. He like this.
He's-
He barely was. He said, "Hey, listen, I had this car brand new since 1989. I was
Lenny come outside.
57 years old then. I
He
said
said
it was going to be
57
my
and
retirement car. I'm now 102. I just want to let it go." That's what happens, right?
Damn,
Yep,
son.
and that is 100% factual.
Yo, I mean,
But he didn't buy it to sit on it.
That's a
He brought it to stand on it. We're gonna go outside and do it and make noise.
But I give you, I got to shoot back. And this is what I'm saying. Like, I got my CRX, right? I
Okay.
was lucky enough to get another CRX before the prices started to change.
100%.
Right? So now that car in itself is increasing in value.
Absolutely.
The Civic Type R
Yep.
is increasing with value regardless of the beluga whale that they have floating around out there called the FL5.
So regardless of the
Oh
beluga
my
whale.
God.
I'm taking shots.
He's
Splendid.
wildin'.
Shots. But with that being
Bullet.
said, you know how we get down, Ace. We gotta have you on the show, bro.
Factory.
If you're free on a Saturday,
I'm
we gonna send you the link. We gotta get you on. But
no problem.
I'll give you a prime example too. GTRs.
Yeah.
I think all of them are just.
But the thing, there's one thing about like what you're talking about though, is some of those cars you mentioned. Some of those cars are already rare and expensive and hard to get. What I'm talking about is cars that are not like your CRX. No one expected that. Honda sold a ton of them, but no one expected them to become what they are, and now they're sought after. When there was a million of them on the street, you know, these Honda Civics. You know,
I gotta say something right there though.
People asking for these stupid numbers for these cars.
I gotta say something right there. First off, shout to my man Jay.
Let's
He's
go, Jay.
tuned in Cali.
West side of things.
West
Let's go.
side.
Yeah, he's on early side.
That's it. So I'm about to go get a 6'4" now. With some Dinkins.
But
let's go.
But here's the thing. The CRX has cemented, it was cementing at that time. Of course, it wasn't going to be worth anything. It was cementing. It was cementing its history. Yeah. It was one of the first front-wheel drive cars to go the fastest in the quarter mile, wasn't it?
No.
Yeah. It was one of the first. It was one of the first to do a lot of different things. A lot of people was doing a lot of compact car racing, sport SEC competition racing. They was doing a lot of things with Honda CRX.
But even before,
and
but before that, they were regular economy cars that people brought to just drive around. But the magazines are like, yo, these cars are awesome to drive.
But here's the deal.
Hold on. So drivers brought them. But other people just brought them because it was a cheap Honda. It got great gas. And so people brought them.
I don't think people just copped the SIRs.
No one really thought that these things would be like, oh my gosh.
So,
you know,
I'll give you another car.
You want to hunt it down now.
I'll give you another car. Toyota MR2. When you bought that, you knew later on that car's gonna be worth something. Shout to Birdo. I know he got one.
But wait though, talking about the NA version of the turbo version.
You already know the turbo.
But that's what I mean.
Let's talk about the Supra.
Same thing.
Let's talk about the Supra. Did we know the Supra was gonna be? I mean, we're talking the Supra's commanding prices of double and triple what it costs brand new. Even NA.
They still hold on. Supra's brand new with Porsche money. When the MK4
$50,000.
Porsche money.
Yeah, they was around there. They was like, 40 upstairs.
And so Porsches were going for that kind of money, which is why, number one, nobody brought a Supra because you can get a Porsche for the Supra money.
I just got to say this. Brian bought a crashed Supra in the Fast and Furious and was like, it's going to be a 10-second car. And not for nothing, they laughed at it and was about ready to kick it out.
It's a fact.
I'm just saying. I know that's a movie. I'm just saying.
Hold on. But what happened? When did they stop selling Supras? And when did this movie come out?
But remember when that movie came out, what did it do for the Supra?
It took it through the roof.
What did it do for the Challenger?
Supras are already getting tuned. It's doing crazy numbers already.
What did it do for the Challenger?
I'm talking about a car you buy right now.
Okay.
That you're just like, I'm gonna buy this car. These cars that people just brought, not cars that are limited or kind of special or hard, you know.
But wait a minute.
Hard to get. Let's talk about cars. Let's talk about cars that are just kind of cars.
Listen. At the end of the day, all the cars I named, even the CRX, have a special to them.
Yeah,
they do.
Yeah.
Shout to Jay. He said the AE86 will run you 25,000-30,000.
Damn.
Yep. How many people bought an AE86 and was like, I'm gonna race
or drift?
Come on, B. We saw one. We saw one at the races. Damn. Spare parts. That was the best we had ever seen. Other than that, they was using them to put headlights and put sound systems in them. Same thing with the EG Civic. Damn. Same thing with the EK Civic. Yeah. What happens is those people took a liking, and because they took a light and the numbers started to dwindle. Shout to Phil. He said, look at the Nissan 240 SX. A bunch sold. Now you can't even breathe on one for less than 10K. Factory.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about.
And see, but that's the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Like the 240 was not a special car. It wasn't special. It was a 2-door rear-wheel drive coupe. There was
Yes.
a ton of them on the market.
Yo,
But
hold
it
up.
was a special car,
Damien raised his hand. Go ahead, Damien. We reading whatever comments you putting up. We putting it up. He raised his hand on Facebook.
He said, "Hold on."
Whatever comments you putting up, we reading it. I
Factory.
promise you.
But you know
Yo,
the 240s though.
tell Damien call. I'm gonna get off this phone.
All right, well, tell them to call up 516-206-0711.
Let's
We
go.
don't have the band spinning because we don't want to push the computer any harder.
Nah, son.
I feel like the engine is redlining on this computer. Y'all see the glitches.
Oil pressure is dwindling. Son.
So if it's shut off,
That's a fact.
I just want to put it out there that
Oil,
if it does shut off, he said, shout to Jay. He said, I'd say the prices of these cars shut up in 2006 when Formula D really started hitting. He meant shot up.
Yeah.
Really started hitting in America when Tokyo Drift was released. Exactly. Yo, your car
Nah,
pops
he got a
up
point,
in the,
son. He got a point, B.
your car pops up in a movie.
It's a
wrap.
Reynolds rap. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
Reynolds
that's
rap,
right.
son.
When your car makes it to a movie or a television show,
Son, that's like the
it's all kind
ultimate
of trouble.
Kid.
advertisement. Son.
Pontiac Firebird.
Son.
You mean to tell me them things ain't worth yo?
What?
They be like, yo, this the Knight Rider car. The Trans Am. Come on, son.
You gonna laugh? Even the Catfish Camaros, because that joint was in movies.
Come on. You trying to tell me that that Lamborghini contest made it to Haggerty's
Son,
Hall of
it
Fame
did, son.
because it was in Cannonball. Yo,
Yep.
Or
shot.
how about
But
it
hold
was
on.
in what's the name too?
The thing
It
is,
wasn't
The
in the Great Gatsby.
Lamborghini
Nah.
contest was on everybody's wall before it made it to the movie.
Yo, and not for nothing.
It
I
was
apologize because you are 100% right. As a matter of
Yeah.
fact, do you remember that poster? There was a poster
Mhm.
where the guy lived on the mountain, and he had a road up to the house, but there was a 6-car garage at the bottom. I'm gonna get this poster and I'm gonna post it.
I
up.
know the picture.
So what happened
I
to
know the one.
posters?
I always wanted the one with the lights in it.
Yeah, it has the lights in it, and it shows at the bottom. It shows Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Porsches, and we talking Testarossa. We talking like
288 GTOs.
the nerve of their names.
Dush.
Yo, shout
What?
to Jay. Jay is in the building. He said, "Can we talk about the price of the Cressida going for a minimum $7K?" Here we go.
Oh man, here
Yep.
we go. Here
Shout to
we
Marlon
go,
because
son.
Marlon
It's a fact.
was like this. Nah, man, I want nothing else. He held on to all
That's
of
a
that.
fact. That's a fact, man.
But like I said, if it's glitching crazy, y'all, don't forget,
Mhm.
y'all can find us at www.barsandhoopsradio.com. You can download the app
Yep.
from Google or your Apple store
Yep.
and just press play and we on there because we
Factory.
really,
Yeah, I run the app when I'm outside. I run the app.
yeah, I'm sorry because we getting the glitch going crazy. I'm telling you, we redlining
Telling you
this
something,
engine.
oil
right
pressure
now.
is not looking good, baby.
Nah,
Not
man.
looking good.
We checking the compression is crazy out here. Whoa, none.
None.
3 cylinders.
What is it? Malfunction the manifold?
Son, yeah, kid.
Overheating.
Manifold malfunction.
Damn. son.
Shut up.
Dush. I'm doing it.
Yo, we got a whole show and we ain't even get into it yet,
Yo,
kid. Yo,
it's crazy.
you already
Yo,
know how we get down,
Yo,
man.
get off my phone.
It's real.
Yo, you know what to do, Shy. Keep tuning in. We gonna
No
have a whole,
problem.
but I know you're gonna
Come
tune
on
in
now,
a
y'all
lot.
fellas have a good day, man. Everybody
Factory.
stay right. I'll see y'all on the other side.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Holla.
Later.
Peace. Yo, we didn't even get into the show, y'all. Let's go.
Son, we did
Here
it.
we go.
Weekly specs.
Try it
Auto
again.
news for all
We'll
the listeners,
try it
only
again.
on Rally Radio.
All right, so we are back in the building. Check this out, y'all. So, multiple CA vets show up on Copart from Hurricane Ian.
Thank God. Let's go.
Now, this is very interesting to say the least, because we just was talking about that.
Mhm.
How a lot of the supercars, if you own a shop and you're trying to get a supercar for your shop car,
Mhm.
or if you're trying to get yourself a Ferrari on cheap,
That's a fact.
you about to be able to get a C8. It looks like this. Here we go, y'all. I love it. Multiple C8 Corvette Stingrays damaged by Hurricane Ian pop up for auction. Now, we all heard of Copart. They the reason they shut down Englishtown because you got Copart over there now. They not really drag racing over there no more. It looks like now you can buy a 2023 C8 Corvette Stingray.
Mm-hmm.
You ready for this? They popping up on Copart. You bid on it. You probably could get it for pennies on the dollar. We already know they was going for 50, 60,000 or 70,000, some of them
Yep.
with the markup. We talking about getting this for $20,000.
Damn.
$20,000. The batteries are dead, obviously.
Super done.
But because it's not an EV, you ain't got to worry about it blowing up. Yeah, them Teslas, though, flip that. But
there's a wrap.
you know what I'm saying? What's your thoughts on that, kid, first off?
First off, thank God, man. Them C8s is horrible.
Oh,
so
boy.
That's number one. Let's get to that real quick. I ain't going to hold you, man. I done seen a number of them. Like, you got up close and personal. You actually got to drive one, right?
Yes.
Right? Okay. I feel like this just wasn't the time for it, son. What happened? So I want to
I
laugh.
love
son.
our Facebook. Yo.
What happened, son?
Said, for $20,000, you could come up with a bunch of sponges and you're good.
That's a fact. That's a fact, right? But I just think, man, you know,
It wasn't worth it?
20 bands, son.
But,
Nah,
but
still ain't
what
doing
if?
it, son.
I'm going to give you we're going to throw a crazy what if out there.
Okay.
Right? Now, we already know that Chevy didn't want you touching this motor.
Yep.
As far as the ECU is concerned, there was no way you could get into it, right?
Yep.
But what if you could yank that LS motor out of there and drop it? Oh, we got a call. I already know that. Let's see. Who that?
Let's go. Who we got in the box?
Rally Radio, who we got in the box?
Yo, Big J in the building. How y'all doing?
Jay.
What's going on with you?
What
Jay?
is happening?
I got to say, first and foremost, before we even talk about anything else, I'm proud of you.
Let's go.
Oh, thank you.
I see the movement. I see the twin Lexus.
Ooh.
Boy,
Yeah, man.
I see how you moving in these streets.
Let's go. Let's
Well,
go.
in LA streets, by the way, I see
Hold
the
on,
little
wait.
photography.
Wait, Twin Lex, like Twin IS?
Nah, I think one of the what's the other one? The LS?
No. I wish. No. So, obviously, you guys know that's the IS. The other one, which is my new work car, is the GS 350 F Sport.
That's an IS. That joint look like a.
I said GS. It was a GS.
It's a GS.
Yes.
Why you went that route?
Yeah. It's just because of the fact that everyone out here has got Priuses, Camrys, whatever. I want to do something different.
I hear you with that one.
Shout to my man Damien, by the way. He said, I'll call when I drop this car in customer, Tow Life. All this time, we had a tow truck driving the group. Damien, if we had known
that's
that,
a fact. Son. That's a fact. Son.
we got work. But
That's
continue
a fact.
on.
Yeah,
Yo, Jay, that's what I wanted to say beforehand. Continue on. What's your thoughts on that, man? Supercars being investments.
Oh, man. Well, you mean the ones that they actually got up from under the sea?
Oh, boy. Under the sea.
Yeah, I was just thinking that too, son.
Continue on. What's your
It's
thoughts?
about to be Patrick pull up in a C8 Corvette.
Yo, okay. And it just has a little slight mildew smell in it? Yeah, I rock with it.
Damn.
You know what, though? Okay, hear me out. You know what? I agree that, you know what? I agree that it's crazy that the C8's been washed up the way they have been, but for $20,000, you can't go wrong.
Wow.
I think you can go all the way wrong with that one. 10?
I mean,
We could talk for 10.
if you think about it, honestly, you could resell it.
Right.
You could resell it for more. But then it's not even just C8s. You got to think it's any type of supercar you could think of, or like a 911 or something like that.
But wait a minute, Jay. The reason I brought it up is because I know S.I. Sean was going to disagree with me. And the reason I say that it's a buy is because one thing that we've talked about consistently here at Rally Radio is the obstacles that the C8 had to go through in order to be out here. Twice production was shut down because of COVID. Twice.
That's true. And then remember though, y'all gotta remember, like way back in the day, in my heyday, they tried to do the mid-engine joints. It didn't work out.
And the fact that it's not manual really burns him.
I ain't gonna front, son. It eats me up. Like, I didn't think it was eating me up that much, but it really does, because if it was manual and the way it looks, it would be a killer. Like, damn, that's it.
It would be, but with GM, the thing is, it's also kind of with Ford. They're trying to pull the whole, we're going to be like Ferrari, where we're going to walk away from the more like passionate enthusiasts and make it either one, impossible to get into these cars, or two, make it where we're focusing on, these cars have got to do good on like the Nürburgring, basically.
But
it doesn't even matter.
Here's the thing, Jay. If you got a shop if you got a shop,
Yep.
and you got a C8 Corvette 3LT sitting there, it wouldn't be worth it to make it a shop car. That right
makes
there,
sense. Sure.
that's content
Sure.
for that's
That
content for
makes sense.
Gutterball Rally. If I had the money,
That makes sense.
I would go get it.
I'll get it and I'll leave it just like that.
For content, wise, yes, just because
seaweed on it.
you could make multiple series, based on it.
I just leave it like that. I'm telling you, seaweed on it, moss,
Early,
starfish on it.
stinky, mad dirt
That's
on
it, son. I'm telling you, I wouldn't do a thing because you're right. That'd be a fantastic shop car. That'd be fantastic content, 100%.
It would be a good shop car. See, the thing that makes me worried about it, right, is that all these cars eventually are going to go, to other parts of the country. Now, my thing is, how many of those cars are going to kind of fly under the radar? That was, that people don't tell them, oh, hey, this was a flooded car. You're going to have problems. You know what I mean?
Nah, but you know, if they already popping up in Copart, they salvage.
Yeah, it's a Reynolds wrap at that point. Yeah,
it's a Reynolds wrap. Like,
yeah,
I mean, like
Copart. Yeah, son.
And the way that the DMV and the title situation is right now is very hard. Like a car of that magnitude.
Yo, son. First off, you get a car like this, and you think you're gonna sit here and rebuild it? You think you're gonna get away scot-free?
Nah.
Yo,
they saw you coming a mile.
It's not
away.
gonna happen. So I didn't realize, Jay, that it's really tough to sit there and really rebuild a car with a salvage title or something like that, and then tell the DMV, yo, we good.
Yes.
What?
Oh, listen, I'll tell you a quick story. So when I had it was crazy. So when I had my 350Z, like back in the days, I bought it from a dealership, right?
What color was it?
By the way, what I've also learned is never buy cars from secondhand dealerships in the city. The worst. Anyways.
Always ask the
No, but so it is funny because originally when I went into that when I went to the location, they had a bunch of Evos there, and I was looking at an Evo, but ended up with the Z, for whatever the reason might be. But so I got into the car, drove it for about like a year and a half. Well, till the registration was up. Then when I went to go renew the registration, they told me that it couldn't be renewed because the title was a salvage title. Never knew it was a salvage title at all until I went to go and try to register it, and then that's when I learned about people washing titles.
Oh, they yeah. Shout out to my guy Ting. He tunes in. Yo, my guy Ting is an avid motorcycle track rider.
Oh,
and
man, that's so ill, son.
And he rides carts as well on the track.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he's a beast.
Oh,
shout
man,
because of Ting, I was on to MotoGP. But I'll tell you this, Jay.
Damn.
So when it comes to washing titles, I feel like this. Here's the deal, right? Did the car work?
Exactly. The car worked perfectly fine, but legally speaking, I could not renew the title to that car. And then they told you about rebuilding the title and everything like that. And this was when they was only making so much money. So the process to even get that whole thing inspected was way too much. It kind of got away from me like way too quickly,
But I'll be honest, that's one of the reasons why Copart is flourishing the way they are.
Yeah.
Because people are tired of that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
They're telling you exactly what's going on straight from the gate.
Right. And you don't got to buy this secondhand through somebody else. You can go to Copart and get one.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't got to talk to nobody except obviously people there. But yeah, that's it, son. But I got to ask, though. What color was it?
It was the basic silver.
Yo, answer that again, because I was sound effecting hard, man, because this guy's hilarious.
I need to know. What color was it?
Yeah, it was that basic silver. If it was any other color, I'd have been like,
nice,
I'd be a lot more devastated, but yeah.
We had the big brakes, the gold brakes?
Oh.
No, I had the base. I never knew there were like different versions of that car until I got the car. So I got the base model.
Jay, you don't have to answer that question, man. Don't
son. Just gotta know, baby. You gotta know, son. But yo, Jay, I just gotta ask, like, you couldn't like.
Hey, listen, I hide nothing. Listen, with every W, there's always going to be a sin.
It's a fact.
So here's my real question, Jay. They say in cars and supercars are investments now, and we can see that this is. I feel like this is true.
But is it just supercars or like?
To tell you the truth, we will use our own car savvy and be able to pinpoint what we think is going to be worth some of the market, right or wrong.
You're 100% correct.
100%. So if that's the case, what car Give me one car that you would buy that not only is it a supercar and you would enjoy it, it's an investment.
You know what? I got one. I'm going to say it would. Damn. I don't know if this is considered a supercar, but I'm going to say a 911 GT2.
He said, "I'm not sure if that's considered."
Hold
a supercar.
on, Jay. You're not sure, fam. I will reassure you, it is, kid. First off,
you got all the sound effects.
well,
going.
first of all, wait, what year are we talking about though?
Exactly. So that's the real thing. What is a good? Man, that's a. You know what? I'm going to say it's going to be of the 997 generation.
Come on, that's a supercar.
That's a supercar. That's a supercar.
Jay,
you know,
Jay.
we think supercar, we think Ferrari. It's always been like a weird, like it's always like a weird line of what is a supercar, what is it?
Right.
Like the Porsche, you got to see every other, any other day of the week.
Let me break it down for you. The Lamborghini is like the Hulk Hogan, right? That's like the Rock. Any big wrestler you could think about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The Ferrari is the Ric Flair.
I think it is.
The NWO.
I think it is. Yo,
the Generation X. That
I'm
one,
telling
right?
you, the degenerate right there.
Right?
I'm telling you, son. Yo.
The Porsche
Oh man, don't talk about the Porsche.
is a diesel La Loutre midget.
You know, good point.
Yo, he's a fool.
You know what though?
Yo, he's stupid for that one, son.
I gotta hit you with that same question though, right? Here's the question, and this is for anyone out there, even in Raleigh Radio. What is a everyday car that you can see as a future classic?
First off, wait. Damien, call right back as soon as Jay hang up. Call. I know you calling right now. Call as soon as Jay hangs up. A diesel midget. I gotta say, an everyday car that's gonna be a classic right now.
Considered a classic.
And let me go through the decks. Let me just go through the decks a little bit. I would have to say, everyday car that we see. It can't be an everyday car.
But wait, though, what do you mean everyday car though?
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
Well, so good example, right? It'll be okay. So good example would be something like a Cobalt Turbo, right? We look at this as
classic.
Well, okay, it's technically it's a fast Cavalier, but the last year of that model came with the Brembo brakes.
Yeah, classic.
Came with the good Ecotech motor.
Classic.
Wait a minute. That's not when cars like that are bought.
But wait though. I think any car could be considered an everyday car, huh? Depending on how you want to use it. But if you really want to get technical, everyday car is probably like a Prius.
If we gotta say everyday car,
Civic DX,
Cadillac CTS-V.
Oh, that's a classic
already.
Yeah,
and this is what I mean. We all there's no such shout to Marlon. I think he put out the Mini Cooper S Turbo.
Oh, classic. Son, listen, E92 M3, classic.
I mean, but you're spending big. You know what I mean?
Oh wait, so how we gauging that?
Jay, this is what I mean, right? So Jay, in this sense, right? Let's say you buy a Civic, right? And we're gonna keep. I feel like the Civic makes it way more simple. Okay. If you buy a Civic, right? You're gonna buy the DX or the SI.
So we go with the S. Okay, wait, which generation SI are we talking about?
Let's say, for instance, this is 93.
Okay.
They got a 93.
They got a hatch bubble out.
Classic.
And you I can either get the DX or the SI. Which one you get?
We'll definitely get a bubble. Oh, but then again, I actually did type it into the thing too. I said another one in that model lineup would also be a Del Sol.
Okay, but wait a minute. Let's say, for instance, you get a Mitsubishi Eclipse.
Classic.
Right,
GSX,
right?
GST.
You have the chance to choose between a GS, GST, and a GSX. Which one you get?
Oh, what about the GSX with the OZ edition?
GSX.
Now you see, that's what I mean. Your prowess towards cars would tell you to get the best one you can get,
right? And
that is why it's worth. It's not just because it's an Eclipse GS or an Eclipse Mitsubishi Eclipse. It's the Bout It one. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
When you go get a Dodge Challenger, I'm going to get a Dodge. You're not just going to go get a V6. You're not just going to get the Hemi V8 5.7 liter. You're not going to get the Scat Pack. You're going for the Hellcat or the Demon. And because you did that, it's worth more.
But hold on. In that sense, though, that Scat Pack gonna be also a classic, though, son.
Stop.
What?
Actually, no. He actually has a point.
So it's gonna be a classic, man.
Explain to me.
It's gonna be a
If you think about
classic.
it, like think about it. The Scat Pack is what it has the best horsepower per dollar.
Son, that's what I'm saying. That's like it's gonna be a classic.
Jay.
It's gonna be a classic. You know why it's gonna be a classic?
Jay. Yo, the wires is getting crossed.
Son.
It looks crazy now only because we see so many of them on the road. Give it like 10, 15 years later.
We ain't gonna see that many, son.
So understand, right? When the Demon comes out and the Demon, let's say they tacked on 10,000, still was worth it.
Okay, sure, absolutely.
And not for nothing, if you keep your Scat Pack clean, it'd be worth it.
Yeah. And now just imagine you got like the Super B or something. Classic. It's a wrap. Classic, son. Shaker Hood, classic.
Classic.
That's what I'm saying. Wild Body, sorry, it's gonna be a classic, son.
So
look at who's buying the Dodge Demon though. Most Demons are usually bought by collectors or shop owners.
And not for nothing, when they say, yeah, we're gonna put the back seats back in it, and we're gonna put the passenger seat back in it, and it's just gonna be 1,000 horsepower.
And we have the toolbox on deck. Oh. You know to come to toolbox with skinnies.
With the skinnies.
The skinnies on it.
I'm gonna sell it to you with all the commercials on a CD. Like these commercials. But it's what it is, Jay. Shout to my man Camacho. Shout to Marlon. We see y'all.
I think.
You get that for $1.
But to answer that question, though, everyday call to be a classic, son. It's a lot out there, son.
It's a lot out there.
It truly is.
First off, we want to apologize to everybody listening because we have not started the show.
Damn, son.
We have just really listened to our listeners. Shout to our listeners. Shout to people paying attention. Yo, Damien, we not finished. As soon as Jay hangs up, we got you on the call, bro. We got you on the call. Jay, tell us about this LA life, bro. Quick, fast. What you got for us?
What's going on? So I mean, it's not too bad out there. You know, like I came back here for like a few weeks, but it's not bad out there. LA traffic sucks, of course. It's like the BQE on steroids, but it is what it is.
The BQE on steroids. I was thinking more of the Bronx River.
Damn. Yeah,
Bronx.
But what you call it? Haven't felt the pothole yet. Good stuff. Gas prices is psychotic, but I mean, it is what it is.
He said gas prices are psychotic.
Damn, son.
Shout to Jay, man.
Yo, Jay, gas prices.
Jay, we got to get out there. You know we coming to Angel's Crest, bro. We coming to see you, man. Listen, I hope you don't mind. We're going to bring all the Rally Radio. Shout to Phil. I see Phil is out here.
Let's go, Phil.
Everybody's out here.
That's about my next drive out there. But listen, like, let me get out you guys' way because I know you guys got to stop the whole show and whatnot.
Yo, but we appreciate you, man. And like I said, if we didn't say it before, I'm happy for you. I see how happy you are, and I'm like, you know what? I love that, man. I love to see a car guy, like you actually chased your dream, and I seen that. And I can respect that. So I can respect that, man. 100%. Enjoy it, have fun, and just don't forget about Rally Radio because we ain't gonna forget about you.
That's a fact. Another thing I want to say though, Jay, don't forget, they got that GSF out there too, though, kid. You might want to look into that one. GSF, that's gonna be a classic too, son.
It's a classic now, and
that's
it's only
what I'm
because
saying.
There's like less of those than there are in my car.
Son, them GSFs, V8, 500 horsepower. What?
500 horsepower.
Them race seats in the front.
Let's put this way: GSFs only are like at minimum running about 50,000.
Damn, they worth
minimum.
It, with them orange calibers. Ain't from them GSF, son.
Those are beautiful, but
nice.
I cannot say those.
Yo,
at the time being,
Jay, you know what to do. You know where to find us. We know where to find you. Enjoy it. Have a good one. Don't forget to tune in. And like I said, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for Jay.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Listen, like I said, I'm back here in New York for 3 more weeks here, and then I gotta make the final move. Only because I gotta close up some more business here. But yeah.
How's the weather out there before you get off the phone? Is it warm out there?
Yeah, how's the weather, son? The weather here bites.
Well, it's warm in the daytime, cold at night.
I love it.
What's cold though?
Yeah, word.
Okay.
30, 40.
Cold meaning it's surprisingly chilly. It'll go from like 80
55?
in the daytime down to like 35.
God damn, a
Damn,
50-degree difference. You need a North Face? Okay. Copy
No,
that.
listen, like 100%. Like, yo, the weather out there it's almost like it saw a state trooper and said, "I'm going to stop."
Okay.
Damn, son. I didn't even know it was radical like
Yeah,
that.
me neither, kid. That's a 50-degree difference.
Yeah, son.
You got to come out with shorts on and come back out with the hoodie.
Snorkel, son. Word or
With the
something.
snorkel on. Yo,
With the fur around the rim of the hood.
Yeah, listen, that's why, yo, half my outfit is just shorts, just basketball shorts and hoodies. That's it.
That's a
Damn.
fact, son. That's a fact, son.
all right, Jay. Keep it tight out there, bro. We going to jump into this show, man.
Of course.
All right, kid. Peace.
Later.
Everybody shout to Jay one time.
Factory.
That is another one of our GBR members that has actually went to Cali. And I feel like Cali gets the finger crossed from me. Like,
Dude, that's what I'm like. That's an
demon.
interesting choice. But, just to answer your question real quick, what car to me would be like an investment? That 288 GTO Ferrari. 1987. They only made 288 of those. Nancy, it's supposed to be actually a race car, but they toned it down and they made it street legal. The joint was making like nearly 400. Gated shifter. Oh man, son, carbon composite body. It was just nasty. That's the one to me I think is worth the bread.
Okay, well, we're going to get into a little bit more, man.
Let's go,
You know how
let's
we
go.
get down, man. So it looks like the Corvettes are not the only ones that's starting to show up. The Ferraris are showing up, too.
The SF90 Stradale.
Yes. The flooded Ferraris of Hurricane Ian have also arrived at Coport.
Damn.
And we talk about these Ferraris, we talking about some serious pieces of machines. Right now, if you go on the site, it yields 59 results.
Damn.
40 of which is flood damage as the reason for their appearance. It's all sorts of Ferrari Californias. Oh, boy.
Sick, yo.
Ferrari 430s, 360s,
man.
Portofinos, and they have it, y'all. The 488 B-Stock.
Yo, I'm telling you, listen. I'm doing this, huh? I had to do.
They have one in particular that I think you and I both would love. If you love Rad Racer, if you love Outrun, they have a 550 Maranello. Oh, boy.
What?
Give me your fucking money.
With the clutch in it?
Oh, boy.
Give me your fucking money.
We just want to point that out to y'all, man. Listen, if you out there and you're in the market for
Factory,
a Ferrari,
let's go.
If you know a hustler out there that's looking to get a good car, he don't want to go through the Porsche dealership.
That's a fact. Well, y'all just feel like, you know what I'm saying, Funding Rally Radio a little bit. Yo,
Yes.
we here, baby. We here.
Yeah, don't
That's
forget,
it.
we do have a Cash App. We're going to put it up there one day because we want people to donate too. But in the meantime, we're going to talk about a couple other things. It looks like there's been another death due to the Takata airbags. Now, I know y'all remember us talking about the Takata airbags last week, and it looks like the U.S. now confirms a new Ford death due to faulty Takata airbag inflators. Ford said it sent 100 notices to this Ranger's owner, even sent someone to their home, and this guy did not do the fix, and he passed away.
See, y'all, it's serious. You may think you about to do a little store run, next thing you know, ping pong, the Takata airbags in your neck. You don't want that.
That's a fact.
I'm telling you, man. But this is what I was saying before. Like, what happens if you just jump in it and it just goes off?
So
Now
apparently, I don't know. That's actually interesting. Apparently, it looks like this 2006 Ford Ranger was in a fatal crash in Florida in June, and it had already been under a do not drive warning at the time of the incident, where the Takata driver's side airbag inflator ruptured. Wow. More than 30 deaths worldwide, including 23 in the United States, now 24.
Damn. Son.
And hundreds of injuries in various automakers' vehicles in 2009 were linked to Takata airbag inflators that can explode, unleashing metal shrapnel inside the cars and trucks, which will hit you in your face and in your neck. They've also been more than 400 U.S. injuries reported. Don't forget, if you have Ford says it has 97% completion rate as far as people who has come out and got those Takata airbags taken out of their cars.
Wait, 97 completion rate worldwide?
No.
I'm about to say that's pretty damn good.
Hell no. You already know Ford. They doing whatever they can to cover themselves.
That's a
Man.
fact.
Shout to my
That's a
man
fact.
Keith. We see you, kid. I know y'all seen that video. Keith was the one that put it up. Tremendous aerial photo of our one and only car meet we had this year. It was tremendous. But what's your thoughts on that, kid?
Listen, man. That Takata airbag thing is pretty serious, bro.
Is it serious enough to ban all older cars?
No.
Ooh.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I can see how it could go that direction though, but I don't think it's that serious to do that. I think it's serious enough to make people pay a fine though. Like if you don't get this situated, because your life is on the line now, and you should care about your life a little bit.
I gotta say, in the words of my man Rocky, when he told him to cut the eye,
Damn.
Mick said, "Cut your eye." He said, "It's my life." It's my life. But you see what S.R. Sean said? They are taking your safety and using it against you. We're trying to save you.
But it could also turn into something else. Now let's say you got a passenger in the car now, and this ping poof come out at you, may hit him in the eye or something. Next thing you know, you spin off and flip into a ravine. Now what?
Yo, you giving the government so many reasons. 67 million different autos out here.
You got a point.
In the United States alone. Damn. It sounds like all of them. But
it does, son.
My thought is, you know what? We're going to do a video because I have recently, for my Infiniti M35, I have recently gotten this letter that it has Takata airbag.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
What?
My Infiniti M35 2006 4-door has the Takata airbag.
What?
Yes.
Wait, everywhere or just in the steering wheel?
I'm hoping only in the steering wheel because there's airbags all over the place in that car.
That's what I'm saying. I was hoping it's somewhere in the back, maybe. I don't know, son.
So I have airbags in the sides. I have airbags in the seats.
Yep.
There's airbags in the in the roof, in the passenger seat, in the dash, and also in the steering wheel.
Damn.
I have Takata in the spicy airbag. Yeah, that airbag got beef. But at the end of the day, I will do a video. We are going to do a video on YouTube on what it takes to return your car and have the Takata airbags replaced.
That's a fact. I gotta ask you though, do you think it's worth like people really taking it and getting it done, or like you think it's your life? I'm gonna do what I want to do. I hear you on that.
No, I'll tell you what. When I got the recall letter, at first I looked at it, and we already know how serious this is.
Yeah.
Better late than never. That's what I'm talking. Sales, what it is. Shout to Miss Grandy. Shout to Jessica Grandy.
Grandy.
I'll say this: when I got the letter, and it was like, "There's a chance that your car could have the Takata airbag."
Hold on. What you mean a chance?
Well, they know by the VIN number.
Yeah, so I'm talking about. So ain't no more. I guess we canceled out the chance though, right?
So I got to take it back to Infiniti. Now my car has 150,000 miles.
Okay.
She's been through the war and back.
Yep.
I done been everywhere with this car. And now she got to go back.
And this is also going to give them ammunition to also try to upsell you. So just get ready.
No, I'm not trying to hear that because I'm going to drop it off and then jump in the Type R and get out of it.
He said, I'm not going to have a chance to hear that.
We're going to definitely do a video about it. It's going to be interesting because I want people to understand that they're not really saying take it to the dealer and we're going to try to jam you.
Nah, they're not saying that. They're not saying. My experience though, just going to the dealer, even dealing with a recall, is that it's actually pretty like seamless. Like they just do what they got to do and they give you your car right back.
But here's the deal: a lot of people don't even want to take it because of their dealer experience, and that is
a whole nother thing too. That's a whole nother thing.
Yo, they're gonna look at you and try to put you in a Q70 Red Sport. Yes, yes, and I may be susceptible. My wife doesn't want to hear that, but I may be susceptible. So I gotta make sure I'm smart with it. But we got a couple more things you want to talk about before we move on. It is 1:20, y'all. We apologize. It looks like EPA is telling eBay not to sell car parts. This, people, is what I'm talking about your government. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, But here we go. eBay bans listing of non-emissions compliant tuning parts. The ban includes handheld tuners, emissions bypass systems, and uncorked exhaust. So that if you've been looking at that exhaust over there, that's like straight pipe, no catalytic converter, eBay done got rid of it. The automotive aftermarket has again found themselves under the EPA's intense scrutiny. Since 2020, the EPA has a national compliance initiative related to emissions from modified vehicles, which allows the agency to greater leeway with its enforcement actions. As more and more shops and tuning companies face large fines for selling and distributing these components, eBay Motors has quietly moved to ban them from their site. Here's what you need to know. Our first encounter with this parts ban on eBay came way of Facebook in a private automotive focused Facebook group. The user posted about their experience trying to list a Honda tuner for sale on popular marketplace. Their attempt was met with a listing error, with the following explanation being provided by eBay. eBay is not currently allowing any tuners, regardless of functionality, in order to ensure compliance with our policy prohibiting defeat devices. Please do not relist. What is your thoughts? S.I. Sean.
Yo, they really clamping down on this, huh? And that bothers me. It's like, yo, what's next? What's next?
Rims.
That's what I'm saying. Rim suspension, brakes.
Oh, rims cause premature wear. Camber kits cause premature wear to your tire.
Yep.
Therefore, we got to put out more. We're going to if they can ban, and here we go, defund the EPA.
Damn, son. I feel like they just going wild right now, though.
Doing what they want. And we're not finished. That's eBay.
Damn.
That's eBay. So I got to get into it a little bit. I recently bought, now everybody knows I have a CRX. I have a K20 Type R swap that's going into the car, right?
Let's go.
And I recently bought a K20A ECU. Look at this. Shout to the Facebook. I don't know who this is. Says, I went online to buy a standalone for Black Friday, and the manufacturer website said not available in your state. That's only the beginning. So I bought the ECU because unlike any other K20, the K20 Type R, when you go with that K20 Type R ECU, is the one I bought, you cannot put Honda on that.
Really?
You can't put a K-Pro on that. You have to get that RSX 2002 to 2004 ECU. Certain ECUs you can't touch.
What?
And this Type R K20 ECU is one of them. But then I thought about it. One of the reasons I bought it is because what kind of power numbers am I really looking for out of this?
Hold on, wait. You saying what are you saying exactly? You saying that you can't get you have that K20 Type R ECU set? But you say you can't put no Honda on it though.
No.
What? So they won't allow you.
No, Honda won't touch it because it's one of those kind of ECUs I guess it's hard to work on.
Really?
You have to get that RSX ECU.
Non-Type R.
Non-Type R.
Really?
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
I don't care. My thing is just putting the Type R motor in it alone. Shout to everybody tuning in, paying attention.
Let's go.
Shout to Sly Fox. We see you.
Sly Fox.
Yo, Damien, I know you wanted to call up. The lines are open. Not like my thing is, I put the Type R K20 in there. What am I really looking at? The car is already gonna move.
It is, but that's very interesting. I wonder how complicated that is, son. That's real.
Not really complicated. I mean, at the end of the day, you could go to Honda and order one. Oh, okay.
Okay,
My guy. All right, Rally Radio. Who we got in the box? Who we got?
Yo, what's going on? It's Damien.
Damien,
what's
what it is?
going on, kid?
First off, bro, I think this is the first time I ever spoke to you, like physically.
Let's go.
We didn't know you was towing cars.
Nah.
But now that we know you tow, oh my goodness. You in the right place. But continue on. What's up, Damien? Speak it. What you got for us?
Not much, man. So I was going to brush up on something what you were asking earlier about cars being an investment.
Yes.
So in the time that I was waiting for you guys to get clear, I just want to, I did all the math on my car because I'm going to just speak on my own personal experience.
And what car we talking about?
My RX-7.
What
So-
year? What year, Damien? What year you got?
It's a
FD,
93.
FC?
It's a 93.
Oh, FD.
So, all right. So I bought my car 16 years ago, or between 15 and 16 years ago. So just in storage fees alone, $200 every month for a garage. Storage fees alone, we're talking about $36,000 all the way up to today. So
Damn, our math was right.
I
That's
bought
real.
the car for $13,500 back then, invested whatever I want. I have no clue how much I invested into the car up to this date,
Yes.
but that's on top of the $36,000 just on storage fees. Then you got to remember, when you buy the car, you're not going to just be that person that doesn't have insurance on it. God forbid the whole garage collapses.
Okay.
So insurance winds up running me $800 every year for full coverage. That's for like collector car insurance. Now times that by 16.
Damn.
So when you really think about it, bro, if I'm looking to sell my car for $50,000, who really want to lose it?
You gonna lose that,
Nah, he's not.
son? He
Yeah,
800,
I am.
800
I'm-
a year for
wait,
16
grand.
years.
You
Wait,
think
wait.
about it, $36,000 just
Son.
on storage.
800 for
Plus,
insurance. I don't know.
800 times 16, that's on insurance alone.
It's
That's
a lot,
even before I
son.
drove the car.
Okay. So now,
So if I sell the car right now for $50,000, how much do you really think I'm making off of the car? And that's not even including all the add-ons, the custom hood, the custom headlights, the door panels, the motor that I did to it, the turbo I did to it, the whole E85 system, everything.
so now, right?
So nah, it's not really an investment.
Is no.
Damn.
You had that car 16 years, right?
16 years.
And you went, and not only that, you put a lot of power into this car, right?
Yeah.
So now it doesn't have the rotary engine that it came with. It has
No.
beast mode in there.
Wait, what's beast
Yeah.
mode exactly? What's that?
Obviously, he's not in the group. Like Damien has work. And I don't mean work.
He has a swap. You saying?
No, he has more than it
Oh,
work.
damn.
All right, so I
oh
so I
boy.
built at the time it was a stock LS6. I just did I did ported heads, I did an intake, I did an aftermarket fuel tank, like a little 1 gallon fuel cell, and I was banging it with a nitrous bottle with a 300 shot for about 10 years. Then and I was running 950s on the quarter. I was able to drive to the track, run my 950, drive back home. Then and that was a motor that I had my son build for me when he was about 8 years old. When I was in the garage, I was drinking, and his little hands were able to get in them little corners. And I was like, you know what, homie? I got an idea for you. You want to play? So he said, yeah. And honestly, it was the best idea I ever had. Now, my son is 16, and the kid builds all of my motors for me. So,
Wow.
so now I had an LS3 in there, built bottom end, 88 millimeter turbo, pushing out about 1,200 horsepower. So still able to drive wherever I wanted, but
So Damien,
I was trying to. What up?
this is the thing.
That's ridiculous, by the way.
Yo, first off,
That's
I'm
out
more
of
than
hand, son.
more than over the top with your build. Like I
Son.
want to know about the build, but my thing is right. So when you bought that car, it wasn't bought as like, you know what, I'm just gonna drive it RX-7, boom, boom, boom. Like yo,
Yeah, that was my first thought when I first bought the car. It was a stick-shift car.
but you went
Damn.
so far. Like not for nothing. I don't think I know anybody with that kind of build. Like your build is like crazy. He said a fuel cell.
Yeah, son. Just going to Trump.
You know what?
Uh-huh.
When I first got the car, my idea was I wanted to drive around. It was going to be something fun. I always wanted a Corvette. I always wanted an RX-7. So may as well mix up the two. The Corvette was something that I saw every day. The RX I didn't. So I figured, you know what? Let me do the RX.
Yo, he said I always wanted a Vet and an RX-7. And he merged them both. Continue.
So where I wound up going automatic was I wound up getting into a bad motorcycle accident. So I was in a wheelchair for about a year. Honestly, I never thought I was going to walk again, so I went automatic. So I decided to take like the quarter-mile racing a lot more serious because obviously I wasn't going to fly around turns with just one leg. So I went from one transmission to another. Then it just got to a point where I was just like, you know what? I'm going to do a full-on build. And I just went nuts with it.
Yo, Damien, we got people over here that's shipping their kids to you, by the way. They said, I'm shipping my son to you, priority mail.
Oh, hell yeah.
I got to say, first off, I'm more than Damien. Like I'm telling you, Damien on the low, been in a group and I've been like, yo, you know what, man? He really won't like. He posted the car a couple times.
I never seen it, son.
Oh,
Wait,
man,
what color
it's
is it?
red.
It's red. I did see it once. I seen it one time.
But I will say this, Damien, you are the exception,
Damn.
and I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean, what? Like, yo, how many people really build a car to that magnitude that you built? You built the hell out of that car.
You know what? Honestly, sometimes you get bored and you hit the garage and there's nothing better to do, and then you do
There's
some
nothing
dumb
better
shit.
to do. That's the kind of guy. See, Damien's the kind of guy we don't need to be around. I don't need to be around
only
you,
I'll
Damien.
be broke real quick.
You know,
everybody will get a crazy idea, and I'll be like, "Yo, let's do it."
He is the shirt. He is the tie around the head guy we was talking about at BMW. He is the guy that's like, yo, you know, what if we let's do it? No. And next thing you know, I'll be broke. I'm telling you, Damien, that's my kind of guy.
Yo, I'm posting a picture of it right now in the group.
Oh
yeah,
boy.
I gotta see.
Can't wait. We're gonna actually share that. Because I want everybody to know the car I've seen the videos you posted up. And I also seen you challenge a Supra in the group.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yes, I seen that too.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it real with you. With the whole thing with the Supra, I'm not the type of dude to turn around and start calling dudes out, but I am in the street racing thing. We do close out the highways. I am in the middle of that. And there was one of the dudes in the group. I don't even remember who his name is, but he has a Supra. And he was like, yo. So he turns around and says, yo, I would love to see that thing hook. So I said, well, you grab the next lane and you put a small feed down, you can see a hook whenever you want. So, you know, the talking kept going back and forth. And
but Marlon's
next lane is always open. What you want to do?
I gotta say this though. I gotta say this though.
Damien.
Damien is dangerous. Dangerous Damien. Let's go. Dude, that's his name. I will say this though. Marlon was the guy you was talking to. I don't know if Marlon's not really a drag racer. I will say this though. We are all car guys. And at the end of the day, I think when he said he wanted to see a hook, he meant like he wanted to see it, not race. But at the same time,
no,
Marlon,
he actually did throw out a comment where he was like, yo, I have a person that has a 240 or something like that, and I race them and I burn them down, whatever the case is, because he couldn't hook. So I was like, listen, I'm not that car, my man. Like, we could do it. So I posted up a video after that where I wanted him going up against like an 1100 horsepower Mustang, and I tore his ass up. And then I threw up a bunch of other videos, me going up against the GTR, everything. And I was like, yo, I don't hook. Let's go.
Yo, Damien, are you in Queens?
Yeah, I'm in Queens.
No way.
Oh, boy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we got to meet up with Damien.
Yes, we got to get up.
Damien been in the group for a couple years.
Damn.
He was one of the first in the group, actually. Yo, Damien.
Damn, son.
I like I said, Marlon's he's a car guy like me. I will look at that and be like, I don't want no smoke.
That's baloney, son. If you had the equipment, you like this, I'm going.
That's a fact.
You going. That CRX with some work on it, you going.
If I had a CRX all-wheel drive with about 600, yes. But at the end of the day, I don't want Damien to take that the wrong way because he got a fuel cell.
Yo, honestly,
runs a fuel cell. Hold on.
Yo, I got mad love for every single car out there. I'm not one of those dudes that's like, oh, fuck Honda, this and this and that. Yeah. Dude, if you got a car that runs or whatever it is that you're into, as long as you're like really into it and that's your passion, it is what it is, bro. Like I'm with you 100%.
I respect that.
So in other words, Damien is one of those.
I will tell you the truth. Thing is that if a person is a legit car guy, then at least know your craft. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're gonna turn around and say, okay, Honda is where my heart is at least know enough about Honda. Because if I ask you a question about like, you know, even if you say, all right, I'm into like you specifically, you said you have a K20.
Yes.
And you were saying whatever happened with the ECU.
Yes.
That's something I never would have knew about. But if I ask you like a legit question, like I know some people wind up doing, I don't know if it's a K20 block or a K24 block and a K20 head or vice versa.
Yes.
But if it was something that's like that common and I ask you about it, you're like, I don't know. Or if I say, hey, you know where I can get how does a VTEC work? I don't know. Then yeah, I'm definitely gonna look at you a little on the funny side. So like a legit car dude actually has to at least know something about his car.
100%.
Yo, let's go. And you know what, Damien? You're 100% right.
He is.
We can't call ourselves car guys and we don't know.
That's a fact.
There's things that I don't know, and I'll admit that I don't know, but there's things that I do know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm listening to you on the radio, and I'm like, oh, My man knew that. That's what's up.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Nah, that's ill.
And not for
I give you
nothing.
mad props. That's why I listen to you, because there's a lot of people out there that'll turn around and be like, yeah, listen, I got this. Okay. What type of motor is it? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, at least with me, when it comes to my car, like, I have taken my car to shops. I'm not going to lie. Why? Because I don't have the time to work on my car, because I work 16, 17, 18-hour shifts.
Yes.
But it got to a point where, dude, I stopped taking my car to shops because it seems like lately shops are just opening up just off of the name of saying, I want to own a shop, but nobody wants to be held accountable for their mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And then
goodness.
I got to pay for the mistakes, and I got to work on all of your mess ups and basically fix everything when I could have just taken 2 weeks off and done it myself, and it would have been cheaper.
Ooh, and you would have got paid for the 2 weeks. And you would have got
Probably,
paid
yeah.
for the 2 weeks. That's always shout to
Yeah,
Damien.
I would have just taken a vacation, got my pay, and I would have just done my own car where I know it was right, and I would have been satisfied.
Yo, I'm telling you, yo, Damien. Oh man, he's a dangerous dude.
Mm-hmm.
Dangerous Damien. That's it. That's his
That's
tag.
hilarious, yo.
From here on out, that is his tag. Dangerous Damien. When Damien calls, we gotta clear the phone line because
That's
I'm gonna tell you, I've been watching this RX-7. I'm telling you, I was telling Sha the other day. I was like, yo, and Sha was like, yo, nah, son. He said he's serious. He said he's a little different. He's not like us. Like, we car guys, and everybody's a car guy. But we not building what you're building. So when I seen it, and I seen you put up a video of the car launching, I was like, oh my God. I'm like, yo, he not playing.
Nah, that's ill. That's ill.
He not shout to Damien.
I gotta ask you though, Damien, what kind of brakes you got on there?
I got regular stock brakes.
Really?
Because remember, he's a drag racer. When you put the drag radials on, you can't have big brakes.
Shit, so
Nah, I got regular. From my rear end is from a Ford Explorer, so I got the stock. Like I got stock, but like ceramic stock.
Oh, okay. So
But
yeah,
I have like the best
bigger.
brakes that I could possibly buy without having to swap calibers and everything like that. So
That's what I'm saying. That's
I got
a little
Ford
bit
Explorer
okay.
brakes in the back. I got my regular RX-7 brakes in the front.
So when I learned that, when I started looking at a lot of these drag Civics, and a lot of them have the 14-inch wheel with the big drag radials on them. I'm like, well, why are they doing that? They can't fit like that, and then a drag radial or drag tire, like a Mickey Thompson under the wheel well.
Yeah. So you don't run an airbag on there, nothing like that?
Nah.
Oh,
yo, he's a serious.
That's ill.
It's a serious drag car.
That's ill.
Yo, Damien, the next time we have a car meet, I don't know if you drive it out. I think that car only comes out for business. That's what it sounds like.
I bring that thing to work and everything.
No way.
Oh.
I swear to God, I bring it to work. I drive it to Pennsylvania.
ill,
I drive to
son.
Virginia.
That's ill right there,
Yo.
I must say.
I'm
That's
on
hot,
the
son.
inside. I'm excited
That's hot,
because
huh?
it just goes to show there's real car people.
That's what I'm
still out
saying,
here.
son. They alive.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. The reason why I decided I'm gonna start building that 63 Nova that I posted up,
Yes,
is there were certain mistakes that I made with that RX-7 that I'm not gonna make with the Nova. Maybe I'm getting a little too old, but when I was doing the Nova, when I was doing the Mazda, I was like, you know what? I don't need AC. I don't need heat. Yo, my bones is getting a little too brittle these days, so I need that AC in the summertime. I need that heat in the wintertime, so I'm gonna make sure I have all the comfort features. I'm gonna make sure I have a radio. I already got a motor for it, so
yo,
stay tuned. I'll be posting up pictures.
I ain't gonna front, man. I love hearing it. Like it's like
I'm excited.
yeah, it's getting me hype. Like it's like,
I'm
damn, Sean, it's
excited,
damn SI, you gotta go in. You gotta do
Yo,
something.
shout to Damien for calling us. And
Facts,
Damien,
facts.
don't forget, put your are you work with a company or you work on your own? Either
I
way.
work with a company.
So
I
either
do
way.
highways. I'm authorized highway.
Oh, okay.
That's why highway. Well, either way, man. If you got the truck, we ain't gonna put it out there. Just make sure you put your information up in the group so people can find you. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Because I'm gonna tell you, I could give you 6 and 7 instances. We was like, damn, we need a tow.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we was like, yo, and you already
100%.
know when you move in cars, especially cars with bad engines or you're going to take something out,
Yeah.
you already know the best thing you can have in your corner is somebody's like, yo, you know what? He's a tow. Okay, I'd rather give him the bread than give somebody else the bread. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what's up. I'm actually about to buy a truck and just get myself a trailer so I can do this on the side. Because with my job, I can only pick up on the highway. But I can start doing little side jobs because I know way more than enough car people that I could probably make some bread on the side.
I could only imagine who else you know because you have a LS motor in there and I mean Corvette, by the way,
Damn.
with a fuel cell in the back.
My whole family races, bro.
What? All right, Damien.
I
I
don't know
think
about
it's
that
time for you to
Ground
go,
Point 8 that be on the
sir.
street. That's one of my cousins.
Yo,
Damn, son.
not for nothing. What about the what was it? A
The
19
blue Suzuki Samurai that used to be in the streets running it a long time ago. That was my brother.
Boom. I remember that.
Suzuki Samurai.
Yes, I remember
sounds
that.
very familiar. So I'm telling you, son. Damn, that's crazy.
Yo, and not for even my man Miller just posted up. He's in the group. He said, "I'm always looking for a good, honest tow guy."
That's crazy. So yo, Damien. So you know about the yellow Supra then?
93 to 90.
The new one?
No. Old. Since you're talking about the Suzuki Samurai, you been in the streets then.
Yeah.
Y'all don't remember that yellow Supra?
I remember a
And then
yellow
like
93 to 96. Yeah,
yeah,
I remember
you know what I'm talking about.
air shifters. I remember that guy.
Yeah, it was a yellow one
I think
out
it
there.
was Mikey.
Yes.
Oh, he knows exactly what I'm
The
talking
owner
about.
passed away?
He knows exactly. Mikey and Dingo.
Yeah. My brother ran that Supra.
Yeah, damn.
Yo,
Damn.
sounds like Damien he's a contestant to come up.
Nah,
We gotta
son,
bring
yeah,
Damien up.
son, that's a
Yo,
fact. That's a fact.
Damien, we appreciate you for calling in. We appreciate you for dropping some knowledge on us. And we definitely
Anytime,
appreciate
guys.
you sharing your build with us because we already know as car guys, we keep our builds real personal.
That's a fact.
So we appreciate all of that. We're going to get into the show, and we ain't got much time. We got 15 minutes, and we didn't even get into the show. Oh, boy. Today was a good show.
Time, gents. Have a good one, bro.
Yo,
Fact.
we appreciate you, though.
That.
Thank you for tuning in. And don't forget, post up more in the group.
Please.
We watching.
Got you.
All right, kid.
All
right, later. Wow.
Damn, you know what? That really gets my blood like boiling. Like, yo, he's ill. Like, we gotta do something. Like, that's hot.
Yo,
that's
when
hot,
I hear people like that, it's like
that's hot, son. Like, damn, that's really ill. Like, you out there really building a machine for real,
they
for
building
real.
a machine.
And it's about business.
It's about business.
But he still could take it out and do his ones and twos. That's
so
crazy.
that's what he shocked me at. But then I
didn't
remember
know that.
the RX-7 brakes are pretty big.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm like, yo, this car. I know this car. This car definitely has good stopping capability. That's like, yo, I wonder what brakes he's running.
But then he probably don't.
Son.
I mean, he don't push it as hard as he could.
I mean, I wouldn't imagine he would, because that would be a bit unsafe. But I would think like, yo, hold on. He's still stopping.
I'm more than
That's
impressed.
amazing, though.
First off, the first time I seen that car was he put a video up and he was like, yo, I'm just getting ready. And he was like,
Son,
I was like, yo.
who's this on the back though?
But that's what made me.
I'm like, what?
Yo, it's a serious car. Shout to Damon for calling in. That's the first time I ever spoke to him.
Shit.
Outside
man.
of, the Facebook thing. But, oh, man.
That's nice.
I loved it.
I love it too.
I love it. I love it. And we already at 145.
Damn.
I can't believe it.
Me neither.
I'm sorry to everybody.
Fact.
It has been one heck of a show. And again, our listeners make the show. Our listeners, it's like the stuff that they call up with, we love it. That's what we love. That's what we live for.
Nah, absolutely, son.
But with eBay not allowing, oh man, I might not even try, man.
What we got next?
Look what we got next. The government agencies want to put speed control into your car. We talked about this.
Yo, man, I think they're gonna definitely be able to move forward with that, son. That's definitely gonna go down. Kid.
To get into it a little bit, they're tired of people crashing their cars, and the government wants to control your car to stop you from crashing and killing yourself. So it looks like what's gonna happen is for the newer cars, they're gonna start putting speed control modules into these cars. They said right now New York is testing them. They're testing them with the state cars, the city cars.
Yeah.
So if you work for the Parks Department, police, things like that, they're putting speed control modules in the cars. But is that something you will look forward to?
Absolutely not. So how do you disengage it when you got a real problem?
You can't. I'll tell you, if it's anything, if it's anything like a lot of things that they have out here. Shout to Miller. Because he said what I was thinking, and I didn't want to put it out there.
Let's go. Put it out there.
He said CBTC goes cyborg. Now, CBTC is, we ain't going to give away too much, but it's communications-based train control.
Yeah.
So the trains can control themselves by communicating with whatever else is out there. And it looks like they're gonna do the same thing with cars.
You mean
Shout to
communicating
Miller.
like with traffic and communicating with
Well,
stoplights?
train, yeah, the trains communicate with the signals in other trains to find
Yeah,
out
that's what I'm
exactly
saying.
where they are. But now your car is gonna communicate with everything else.
With the other million cars on the road? Is that
Yes,
a joke?
sir, not a joke.
So you're
But
gonna communicate with the dead that's getting ready to creep out.
boy, now you ready for this? The only thing that thing can't communicate with is people. But we won't get
Ask
into
me
that.
defeats the purpose.
We won't get into that.
All right, let's not.
Because at the end of the day, there's things in place to make sure that this thing sees you, and that would be to make sure that you let people know that you're going on the track. So the safety of people is always paramount in the beginning when it comes to training.
You would think so.
No, it is. They do what they got to do. Oh man, we got another caller.
So you think
Rally Radio, who we got in the box?
Let's go.
It is Miller time.
Oh, yo,
Let's
Miller.
go.
Miller, today would have been a good day for you to be here. But I tell you what, it looks like we're going to have to shelf this agenda till next week. So if you want to come in next week, we're going to have a new thing where we bring one listener in every month.
That's nice.
And Miller, you are going to be the first.
That's an honor. That's an honor. That's an honor.
So what's your thoughts on this, man? Speed control in your car. What's your thoughts on that?
After listening to the previous caller, OMG, they're taking the fun out of doing anything yourself.
Say it again. And that's exactly what they're doing.
They're
Exactly
taking the fun out of doing anything yourself.
It's a fact.
That should be a crime in itself. It's not fair to the car guy, the car girl. It's not fair. It should be illegal, and the lawmakers need to be locked up.
So here's my thoughts, right? And let's play devil's advocate for a little minute.
Okay.
You're young. You're 18 years old.
Young bull. Let's
You're
go.
rich. Your daddy done bought you a Porsche 911 GT3 in Florida.
Oh, in Florida?
Right?
Thursday?
Right.
I was a Thursday.
And now you know what he says?
No.
He says, you know what? You know what we're gonna do?
But wait though. Does his son train?
His son doesn't train.
Oh, he's a green bean. Oh,
green bean.
I gotta hear this. Let's go.
So now you know what dad does? Dad says,
that?
you know what? I'm gonna put this little computer thing that I got and put it in your OBD sensor.
I'm gonna limit you to 200.
I'm gonna limit you to your speed, and I'm also gonna limit how far you can drive. I'm gonna put a circle around or a
Radius.
circumference around where you want to drive.
Okay.
Is that not good enough, Miller? Or do we need more?
Well, being that he's young, let's see how good he is, and then over time we can expand the distance. How about that?
So, okay, here's my problem with that.
Okay.
He's my son.
Yep. Junebug.
I already know what it is.
Oh, yep.
He already been wilding, parking in cars. So I already know when he get out in the street.
He said wilding parking.
He's OD.
Yeah.
So the question is, right? You know your kid. You know, all right. He's a young man, and not for nothing. As a young man, we already know you're gonna show out a little bit. And Daddy bought you the perfect car to do so. Do you slow him down with that device, or do you let him do what he do?
Well, let's see. I mean, this can go so many different ways.
It could.
Because number one is that's your boy. You know him.
It's your man.
You don't want nothing bad to happen to him.
No.
So you put it out there. The other side is he ain't going to learn until you let him open up. You open it up.
So
he does something wrong. Oh well, now there's a lesson for both of us, for me and for him, but mainly for him because I'm going to have my car, so I know I'm going to be good.
So here's the thing.
On the other hand,
here's the thing, right? At what point do you trust, and at what point do you protect?
Yeah, that's the point of no return.
So I feel like my son, Shout to Braylon.
BP.
He's playing his last soccer game, by the way. Daddy couldn't be there.
Let's go,
But
BP.
I love you. Keep pushing.
Factory.
Right? I will say this. When it comes down to it, you know your kids.
Yeah.
And I know kids in general. And the one thing I'll never say is that, oh, he's not going to do anything. Nah, I'm just going to take the safety precaution and I'm going to put the OBD sense in it. But I feel like what the government is doing, they're taking that away from you and they're doing it. That I have a problem with. I don't need you to govern my children. I'll govern based on what I think. Because look at Damien. Shout to Damien. He said that his son is building motors. So obviously, not only is he dedicated to what he's doing, he also knows the things he can and cannot do with this engine, right? Yep. So when he puts it in the car, you think that he's more responsible because he's building it.
Yeah, he has way more one-on-one time with it. He understands what's going on. Factory.
Exactly.
I was going to say
education,
that. I was going to say that. He's also doing it. He's also, Damien also installed passion along with the lessons into his craft.
Education.
Now, my son, who just had a birthday recently, shout out to Frankie.
Yes,
let's go.
Birthday same as mine almost. I think.
Let's go.
And he's talking about he wants a Ford Shelby GT.
Let's go, rub it down, baby.
I'm like, well, when you get that money, you go ahead and get that because Daddy's not doing that.
Come on, Miller Town.
Yo, shout out to the Ford Miller, the resident Ford guy said no. Yo, Miller, we are at 1:54. We have 6 minutes left in the show.
All right, you know what? We're going to save this conversation for when I get there. But I wanted to come in on that because another guy came up to me earlier about he just started working with transit and he said, they're taking the fun out of us doing operations.
Yes.
And when you talk about what the government is doing, they're taking the fun out of it, and that's why everybody has to go dark or go to the other side and do things. So with that being said, gentlemen, go ahead, do your thing.
No, wait. I love that conversation, though. I love it. I love it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to speak to a bunch of rookies on Sunday. It's going to be good. I mean Monday. So we get a chance to talk. And that's actually very important what you just said. They're taking away operation. But for what reason? Oh, man, continue on. Miller.
For quote-unquote service and more, give me a money.
That's it, son.
Miller.
That's what it is.
Next Saturday.
You and I know this.
Yes. we know there was a big difference between when I was operating or we was operating until they was operating.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But then
yes,
again,
sir.
it was more onus on what we doing.
And they're not and they're not going to be able to learn how to do anything. They're not going to be able how to troubleshoot anything. That's the difference between train operators and motormen / motor women.
Listen, Miller, next week, bro. You ready?
Oh, next week?
Next week, officially. Next week, we're going to send you the address. If I forget, hit me up. Let me know. We're going to send you the address. You in here, man. Not January. Well, November's yours. And we're going to have December, January. We're going to have one person come up every time. 1 month.
Nice.
And you were the first.
Nice.
So don't forget, hit us up, man. Let me know.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to finish the show strong. We are really, oh man, I can't believe it. We always have shows like this.
Yeah, man. Be craziness, man. But I must say this though,
it's been one hell of a show.
It's been a hell of a show, and I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying, resident Ford guy. But if that boy want that GT500, as long as his menu, man, let that boy have it, man.
Let that boy have that.
Let him have it, man, and just teach him the right thing, man. Because you know what, Miller Time, it's education, baby. That's how we succeed. Education.
Right,
Let's do it.
You're right. But I tell you, if I won that $1.9 billion lotto, well, you know what? We'll save that conversation for next week.
Factory, let's do it.
Don't forget to come on in, Miller. You know what to do, man. Hit me up if I'm gonna send you the address, okay?
All right, you got it.
You know what to do.
Yes, sir. Thanks again, guys.
Peace. Later.
Peace.
Shout to my guy Miller. Yo, we went so far into the show. We apologize to everybody. I'm so sorry. We had so much show. We're gonna shelf it for next week. We got a lot of things coming up. the last one I wanted to talk about was gas cars are more reliable than EV.
Let's
And
go.
we already know. Shout to I don't know if he's listening, but I wanted to talk about this a little bit because this guy went back and forth with me for 4 days talking about EVs are more reliable, and I have proof that they're not. But
let's go.
With that being said, we got to skip our driver's etiquette because we kind of did it. We kind of did it through the show. But we have one that we didn't do.
What we got? What's that?
Legends of Auto. Real legends never die.
Shout out to my guy SI, aka Spec Intellect.
Let's go, baby. Let's
with
go.
The Legend of Auto. And don't forget, keep tuned in. If you tune in on the radio station, you can tune in live because we're going to continue on the show. We're going to finish off strong.
Let's go.
Continue. What you got?
Yo, you know what, man? I feel like this is definitely a classic, though. You know what I'm saying? If this ain't reached classic status, it's going to reach it. This is what I got for y'all today.
Let's go.
2001 Mercedes-Benz CLK 5, pardon my bad, double nickel AM Jeesley. Let's go. Let's go. Yo, first off, man, when's the last time you even seen an AMG double nick, though? CLK, please.
Can I stop you there?
Stop me.
The 2000 to 2002 CLK double nickel.
Talk about it.
Was one of my most highly sought after car.
Yeah, you're gonna laugh. You know what made me fall in love with this car?
Let's go.
Gran Turismo.
Yes.
That was it for me, son.
There was a like CLK this. GT3 in there.
I was like, what?
There was a CLK AMG GT3
it was,
race car
but it also was the CLK double nickel in it. They had the stock factory one in this, huh? They had it too.
Yes.
I just want to say I think this is for sure. If this is not a classic, I'm gonna repeat, it's gonna be a classic. Son.
First off, let me stop you right there.
Stop me then, man.
Because this car has been on my hit list for years.
It's still on mine. Yo, I'm still like this. If I could come across one of these,
the Mercedes CLK 55. Now, first off, we're gonna shout to my man Tiny because he was like, "Oh, CLK cars are for girls." Obviously, sir.
Yeah,
obviously,
tell
sir.
him.
You're not in this car guy sector here.
You can't be. It's no way. If you ask me, this is the best and most bouted. I don't want to say most bouted because you know how technology goes. You know, things get, sometimes get better over time. But if you ask me, this is the most illest CLK ever, son.
Yes.
This is the one.
I wanted one so bad.
Yo, you're going to laugh because I seen a black series the other day, like in 2016.
Yes.
But when I see this one, it gets me more excited. So.
Yeah.
Mind you, that CLK Black Series making like double the power.
Let's go.
Which is like 650 something ridiculousness. All types of scoops and spoilers and madness. But this one right here, son. All right, man. I'm gonna give you a little bit about this right there because I'm about to. Where the Royal Purple at? Yo, this one right here, kid. What makes it so ill is that its competitors was the 3 Series and 6 Series. That's hilarious, by the way. It's crazy.
And we're going to talk about the 3 Series and 6 Series of that year.
Yeah, we have to.
So the 6 Series of that year, that wasn't the
6 Series didn't come. Remember, so they probably referring to. Remember, the 6 Series came out in like 03.
Right. That wasn't
04. Nah, remember, this stopped in like 02.
Yes.
So kind of still was in his pool a little bit.
But the 3 Series, you had the 330 CI Coupe.
Yeah, you had that 330 from. Remember, this came out. This first CLK body was what, 97 or something like that, and it's debuted all the way to like 2002.
Yes.
So it was battling with the 3 Series from then on. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, so hold on. This car, I'm telling you, son, when I was thinking about this, I was losing my mind. What makes this car so crazy is that, first off, the AMG, it's a 5.5 liter.
Yes.
Right? I love numbers. Numbers is great.
Yes.
Making 345 horsepower, like 360 foot-pounds of Turks.
So 342. 376.
Oh, my number's a little
which
off.
is crazy.
Yo.
For 2000, we're talking about 2001.
It's 2001, but wait though, it gets better than that, son. Yo, why they use the same drivetrain from the V12 S-Class?
Silly.
Are you kidding me, son? They said, hold on. Not only are we gonna get the engine right, we need to change the whole drivetrain too.
Yeah.
From the Bouted V12? Are you joking, son? This is what I'm talking about, son. This is exactly what I'm talking about. You know what? Mind you, though, and it have a menu. Oh, man, was such a letdown. But again, it uses an upgrade.
Torque converter /
Son.
/
Shiftronic transmission.
So
Yo, son.
To get into it a little bit too as well, I don't really jump into the Legends of Auto, but when
I know, son.
you picked
I know,
this
son.
one, you knew I was gonna say something. The CLK 55, right?
Mhm.
Not only at that time, the BMW M3 was putting out 325 horsepower. So yes, this was a competitor.
Yes.
Not only that,
yes.
it had a single overhead cam, 24 valve V8
Yes.
aluminum block and heads.
Yep.
Bosch's Motronic ME 2.0 engine control system with port fuel injection.
Yep.
This car was by far ahead of its time, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit.
Okay.
I know you didn't. I don't want to interrupt.
No, that's so good.
There was a scene
Mhm.
in Belly.
I know you're talking about. I seen that one. Yeah.
There was
That
the
silver
first
one?
time
Yeah.
I ever really saw one,
Son, that silver
and
one.
that was 98 because Belly came out in 98. Yeah, the bearded one was there.
Son.
Belly came out in 98, and DMX had a CO. No, was it DMX? DMX had one, and Nas had one. Silver.
Yeah. Beautiful, son.
With the silly AMG wheels.
First of those are 17-inch alloy wheels, forged alloy wheels at the time.
Beauty.
Mind you, you're gonna laugh. They changed practically everything on that car except the wheel and tire setup. Amazing, bro.
Amazing.
But you know what makes this car even crazier though?
Tell me.
What makes this car even crazier? First off, it had a reinforced differential on it. Reinforced. And you know, at that time, this is what takes it over top as a legend. At that time, this was the fastest AMG ever, son.
Say it again.
At that time, this was the fastest AMG ever, son. Wait. I'm talking about forged crank, forged pistons.
Yes.
Yo, the joint was so crazy, son. The power was so similar to the XKR Jaguar, which was supercharged, right?
With the drop head XJR, they had an XJ220.
No, it was the XKR, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay,
XKR, right?
Jag. Yes.
Yo, this joint, son, it was so similar to the car. The engine setup, the design on this, son.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, and we're gonna post a picture of this on our Instagram page. Don't forget you can follow us at Gutterball Rally on Instagram, and you can also follow us at Gutterball Rally on Facebook. We are there as usual too as well. I will say this: this car is the one I always wanted.
Nah, this is the one, B.
When I say top 5 coupes in my whole life, Acura Legend, 93 coupe. CLK, and I didn't even say 55. I was going for the 430. The 55 is just the icing on the cake.
It is, B. Yeah.
Chevy Corvette Z06. C5, though. And we got a whole bunch more. But continue on.
Yo, what's so crazy is, though, this is for the gearheads out there, the gearheads, girls and guys out there.
Let's go.
Yo, this joint, son, the bore on this engine was equal to that XKR with the supercharger on it, son. That was nearly perfect.
Crazy.
Nearly perfect across the board, son. I'm telling you, man, this drink, it was forged inside and out, from connecting rods, from pistons. It had, they redid the dual intakes on it. They redid the bodies on it, son, the throttle bodies on the joint.
There was only 2 other cars that I wanted more than this.
Yo, son.
And that was the V12 S600 or the CL600.
Oh, man,
those are the old, and this is what I mean. Those Benzes at that time, shout to Ace One. Because he did say it. He said, I swear I said AMG cars being sought after earlier. Yes, he did.
Yo, you know why, though? Because their philosophy is so grounded. They on some hot rod-ish, bro.
But you had to pay. You had to pay.
Sure you did. It was worth it, though. If you act like a front, they not really, my cup of tea like that. But it's certain ones that I'm like this. Hold on.
I feel like I said this to you, and you was like, nah. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen.
Son.
Legends of Auto. Real legends never die.
First off.
Okay, what else you got? Come on.
Yeah. It was only around 2,600 made, son.
What?
Good luck seeing one, son.
Nah, I seen one.
Yeah, no. Good luck. See another one.
You won't see any more now.
See another one. Let me know how that works out. And if you do, let SR Show know, please, because there's not many, son.
55. I remember seeing one black.
Fam, I never seen one in person.
Oh, no. I'll tell you.
Never seen one in person.
The bearded one was around then. I was a young, no bearded one guy then. And there was only one reason why that car stood out to me. And you know why?
No.
Had everything to do with the buggy headlights in the V8 with the sick wheel setup stock.
Yo, man, and you know I loved about it so much. Even the stock wheels had an offset to it.
Yes.
The stock wheels had a little dish on it.
Yes, they had a dish on it. So now,
Yo.
what I also loved about it was a time where you still had it wasn't Benz on the grill.
Nah.
They had the emblem on the hood of the car itself. You don't see that a lot.
Nah, son. You know what? They tried to bring that back with the what year E350s is. I think it's like 2014, 2015 E350.
Mm-hmm.
They tried to make the emblem on the hood, not come out of the hood.
Yes.
I'm telling you, B. Yo, this COK, son.
And not for nothing, I'll never forget. I would put them wheels on anything. Those wheels was beautiful.
I put them on the SR.
Let's go.
Yo, those are one of the best 5-spoke wheels
ever. I hate to keep doing that to y'all. Y'all already know how we love these autos, but that,
son,
you don't understand. I was really in the hunt for one. And you know what? I let people deter me from getting that car. Because I was looking at a CLK 430.
I would have did it.
And the 430 had the kit.
I would have did it.
Oh my God, the wheels. Yo, you know what color this car was?
Nah.
It was navy blue with peanut butter guts.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. That doesn't even exist. You're holding it, sir. That doesn't even make sense.
It was navy blue. It was like that dog blue. And it had the peanut butter tan interior. And I almost pulled the trigger. I went, got the money and all that. What are you doing? You're buying a car. It's only going to depreciate in value. That's why this show is very important. I'm glad you picked that car right there. Sweet Jesus.
Son, I'm telling you, B, I can't believe you passed that one up.
Yes, I did. I passed it up. The bidder wasn't no pass up too many winners.
You know what? Before we move on, man, you know what the brothers, you know it was the AMG brothers who had their hand on it. You know what their philosophy was?
Tell me.
You can't get wrong with adding displacement, son. Cause they was like on some hot rodders. They was there, like, you know what? They always started with the engine first. They didn't start with nothing else of the V first other than the engine, bro.
Meanwhile, BMW starting with the suspension.
Starting with the suspension. And Benz is like this, yo. Hold on, AMG like, yo, wait. We need more power, baby.
More power.
We need more power. And why they always go to V8? They always up it, son. They always there.
And that's why now that Benz is not doing it, it shocks. It shocks me.
Because if you ask me, that's their holy grail engine.
Yes. At the end of the day, this is probably the second or third Benz that made it.
Yes, huh? It's a fact.
We had this, what was it, the SL 600?
No. We had the SL 73 V12.
Ridiculous.
Nasty 97.
You don't see those.
We had that, right? And then we had this one, and we had one more. I got to think about it. I think it was a Black Series, probably.
No, it wasn't a Black Series. It was the SL.
Oh, no, it was the SLK. It was the SLK. It was the SLK.
Last manual.
Yeah, the last manual joint. That's what it was.
And we also had this one. Shout to SR Sean.
Legends of Auto.
Riley Radio, son.
Real legends never die.
Yo, with that being said, man, we got to move on with the rest of the show. I guess we got to go home soon, but we're going to talk about it. Y'all ready for this?
The newest and freshest. Modifications, parts, and fashion. Only on Rally Radio.
Now, we're going to get into this. It looks like Gretty Performance has finally got with the times, and it looks like Gretty is making an easy cam, a drop in for the SR20 and RB26 DETT engines. It's targeting stock turbo, boost up, and bolt-on turbo upgrades, priority on response and low revs with increased mid-range PM torque and power, designed to optimize performance with a simple bolt-on or replacement for stock camshaft. No need for valve timing adjustment and cylinder head clearancing. Wow. And they're made in Japan. This is beautiful, Gretty. Hopefully they can still keep copping these because you know America's trying to shut that down. But I just had to give a shout out to them because I followed them on Instagram. We followed them on our social media. And every time I turn around, Gretty seems to be the company that's accepted in America, where you have other companies that are doing the same thing, but it's harder for them to get noticed.
Yo, it's interesting because it seemed like they just like, it seemed like it's a stock cams, but they just like increase the lobes and whatnot. Like they really do
make more power.
Yeah, they didn't get too crazy. That's why it's like called dropping easy cam, because it's practically a stock one just with better lobes. Yeah,
and if we talking about the SR20 RB now,
hold on, whoa. What about the 1.5? Can't get no can? Damn.
Look.
This guy got the turbo joint outside. He don't even understand.
Look, we like
1.5.
this.
Said what?
1.5.
You know what's up? They putting out power, Damien. You heard? They putting down
Listen,
power.
1.3 lady with a big snail on the side of it. That's the
Damn.
only way it's making some power. But with that being said, man, we've reached it here, y'all. Y'all ready for this? Let's go.
It's the understeer,
What up?
where we like to ask, what the hell were you thinking?
So our understeer for today is going to go to the catalytic converter thieves that are driving the Lamborghini Urus.
Let's go. Okay.
It gotta pay. It gotta pay. It gotta pay to be stealing catalytic
So they got their
converters.
chips up, son.
They got their chips up crazy. Looks like the catalytic converter thieving is definitely a growing problem. We already heard about it. But it looks like you had some guys that were in a bright yellow
jump off too, though. Like we can't even be discreet about it.
They can't even be discreet about
we just gonna
booking
be-
your catalytic
We just gonna
converter.
be in the Curious George Yellow Guinea, though. Hold on. They not playing, son. They not playing.
They not playing. They was out here in the Lamborghini Urus and said, yo, let me make this 500 right quick.
I gotta pay this note, God.
But little
Hold
did
on.
they know the bearded one was seeing them, and they get
It's the understeer,
What up?
where we like to ask, what the hell were you thinking?
I gotta ask him, man. Listen, if you got a Lamborghini SUV, there's no reason why you should be climbing under anybody else's car to steal their catalytic
Actually,
converter.
it is, man. Them drinks is the worst. I'm sorry.
It's ridiculous.
I
But
don't like them.
knuckleheads, yes, to say the least. And you know that now the government has recently came out with a another way to charge them crazy. They're gonna be charging these guys crazy when they catch them.
Yeah.
They opened up a whole catalytic converter ring that
Yes,
stretched
they did.
11 states.
Yep.
So should be interesting to say the least. With that being said, we've reached the end of the show. I feel like we gave the people what we could give them, but we had so much more to give them.
I feel like we left a lot on the table, man. We apologize for that, though. But you know what? We hope you enjoyed it. It was a good time.
It was a good time. But I want to say one more thing before we get up out of here. We're gonna pray for Salmon. Now, I don't know if a lot of y'all know who he is. Supercar collector Brian Salmon injured in a fiery crash that destroyed a pink Lamborghini Aventador SVJ Roadster.
Damn, fam.
Right. So, for those that don't know, Brian Salmon was one of the most famous guys that was going on these rallies. He's been on the Gold Rush rally. He's been on the Gumball 3000. He drove, and I know a lot of y'all have seen it, the Lamborghini Aventador that had the winning license plate on it, and it was redone in chrome. Yes, the divorce lawyer from Long Island. It looks like Brian Salmon is relatively famous. We all know for the doing the rallies. According to YouTuber Lambro Steve, who witnessed the crash, Salmon was overtaking traffic in the middle lane of the highway and was clipped by another car. That caused his Lamborghini to spin, ignite, and then was hit by another car. According to Salmon's Instagram account run by his employees, and a bystander pulled Salmon out of the burning car, and another bystander put pressure on his wounds. The quick action of those two people may have saved his life. We already know that Salmon, and I remember when I went to go see Gumball 3000 leave Manhattan, he pulled over to scream, "Rally or die."
Damn.
And I still think to this day, he ain't put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, right?
Because Gutterball Rally will.
That's a fact.
Rally or die.
You know what's so crazy? My man sent me pictures. All you seen was wheels.
Yes.
The whip, listen, y'all, the whip was so
Mangled.
finished. Yeah, it was like mangled. You couldn't put that back together. You couldn't salvage that one. Yo, all it had was wheels and the shocks, baby.
So I will say this. Prayers go up for Salmon.
Factory.
You are definitely living the life that a lot of people would love to live. And not for nothing, we know that you're a car guy. We want you to pull through, bro. Quiet moment for him. We're just going to make sure that he pulled through, man. We need you to pull through. With that being said, we have reached the end of the show.
Factory. Hold on, wait. We need a quiet moment for that Aventador, though. That was sad, son. Another one lost to the game.
And not for nothing. That them Aventadors now, those are real legends.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Real legends.
Yo.
He had an we ain't even gonna get into it.
Right,
we want
it,
Salmon to make sure that
man.
he's a massive Lambo guy. Yes, he is.
I need him to get another one. Let's go.
Yes. With that being said, we've reached the end of the show. Shout to everybody listening. Shout to everybody paying attention. Shout to my man Damien for we finally got a chance to talk to him and found that he has an animal in his garage. He got a dragon in there. His house is Game of Thrones in his
It's a fact in his driveway.
garage over there. Be careful. Shout to Jay for calling in from LA. Shout to Miller for calling up Resident 4 guy, trying to get his son to Shelby. And shout to everybody that's listening, paying attention. Sly Fox, we see you. Camacho, we see you. Keith, we see you. Phil, we see you.
All the
SP to God, we see you. Shout to everybody. And I also want to send a special shout out to my man OZ to God. I used to ride with OZ back in the day when I was with Stick and Move Motorcycle Club.
Yeah.
He recently passed away.
Damn.
And I wanted to say rest in peace to him. And I wanted to dedicate this episode to him.
Factory.
Have a good one, y'all. Y'all know what to do. It's the bearded one here. S.I. Sean, you got anything you want to shout out?
Yo, I just want to shout out to everybody out there doing their thing, man. Just, do it with caution, though. Just pay a little bit of attention, man, because it save your life out there.
Let's
and
go.
not for nothing, though. If it's 6-speed, it's right. If it's auto, might need to take a flight. I don't know, baby. Let's go.
And with that being said, ladies and
Let's
gentlemen,
go.
the bearded one, S.I. Sean, and we
are
out.
Drop the clutch, hit the gas. Rally Radio, where the fast life meets the fast lane.
Yeah.
You're now tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio. Where the world of hip-hop and sports live.
Dropping the clutch and then I hit the gas. Wheels screeching, tires burning, I'm flying past. Gotta get home quick, don't wanna miss the class. They schooling you on whips and how to make them fast. Talking about everything from cars to planes. What's hot, what's next, and how to flip the game. They talk in my language, we speak the same. That whip talk complex, but yet they keep it plain. From the news, the interviews, they keep it cool. They give reviews, everything from parts to tools. Can't lose, come to whips, they not no fools. Don't miss the show, the start time is noon. The bearded one, S.I. Sean, ain't crazy though. You can't miss it, tune in to Rally Radio.
Where the fast life meets the fast lane.